1. Here we go.
Ah,
Okay, so where did we leave our last game of Sidariel? You guys were in Balkanad. You guys were in the
Watchman's
inn,
Arms.
the Watchman's Arms. That's right, with a dude called
Mr. Mueller.
Mr.
believe.
Miller.
Yeah.
You know everything.
I believe
Tim.
I was
I like
trash
him.
talking
I like
your
the town-
plans to cause distractions.
Yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
have to take notes. I just let you guys
Oh.
do everything. I'll just
We
be
did-
like, which NPC do I need to be right now? And you just be, I'll just be that guy. I'll be okay. Just point at me and say a name, and I'll just be that person. Okay?
Go to Vaingate on a business trip into Balkanad.
All right. So you're in Balkanad, you're in the inn, and you're planning.
Yeah.
And I think we agreed by the end of the last one that so because we can actually get instead of the
message.
distraction, we agreed to get a message to
Yeah, that's right.
Lord Balkanad, which is much more.
And
it's
someone
a
was
much
going to write
calmer
the
approach.
message, weren't they?
Mm.
Oh shit! I forgot to do it.
Didn't
I was
do
so
our
busy.
homework.
Sorry.
I could have done it.
Sorry. I know.
There is
Tim-
a message in there.
Use
Improvise.
mine.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
use mine. Just use mine.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah, use Timothy Timulus's one. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Work's been pretty
We're
crazy
meant
this
to
week.
write. We're meant to write it
Terrible.
together.
Well, you need to dictate it.
So Hank goes
Hank.
down a level.
All right.
Doesn't mean I go up.
No, I
No.
need that level. All right, hang on. All right, I'll. How about I dictate it then? That sounds like adequate punishment.
Mhm.
Dictate it.
Okay. I'll
I
read.
like the
Oh,
sound of
yeah,
my own
you read-
voice
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, go for that.
Yeah, read it out to us.
All right, so we're doing Tim's one, right?
Mhm.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm in the wrong chat. It's in Sidario, isn't it? Yep, here we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Please hold.
Please hold the line.
Oh no, which chat is it in?
It's probably very far up. You guys
I think it's a bit
post
smaller
so
than I
much
think
in the
we
roleplay
do.
one.
I think it's
Yeah,
a bit
yeah, we
smaller
do.
than you think it is. It's not. It's just above the
I
last
see.
YouTube link.
Greetings, Lord Balkanard.
Bingo.
Do you want me to read
Right.
it? I can see
Wait,
it.
no,
You want me to read it?
you read it if you've got it. Go ahead.
Tell you what, I can copy and paste it into the.
No, yeah. Hank has to
Group
do it
chat
in Hank's
just-
voice.
Oh no, here we go. I've got it.
All right, go.
Here we go. All right, I'm gonna lick my punishment. Okay. Greetings, Lord Balkanard. I'm speaking as Tim, by the way. It's Gimbal, by the way. This is what Gimbal sounds like to
That
me.
sounds like me. Yeah, yeah.
We return with grace tidings and request an audience. Upon arrival into your governance, we've been informed that there is a request for our arrest and investigation. In order for us to deliver our message, please propose a meeting time and place as soon as possible. We invite Electos to attend as we have come across another wonderful item for his interest. Regards, the Wardens, or something. Grave tidings. Damn it. I thought I'd better check that last bit in as well.
Right,
Thank
so
you.
I'm going to assume that you guys do like a final polish on that before you send it,
Yeah, most likely.
most likely.
Right.
If we,
Or this is the letter that you've got on your hands right now.
The only thing I'm thinking about,
Hmm.
how does he get his message back? Do we expect him to give it
I
to-
expect him to sort that out. He has his own means. All he has to do is write a letter back, or
Are
and
we
send it
setting
to
this?
the same person. I mean,
We're setting this to Balkanard instead of Electos, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Electros can come if he wants. Like
What
that's,
if Hank, you let Hogsmore go with Muller, and then he can just write a letter and Hogsmore can fly back with it?
Yep, I can do that. I just need to brush up on something to do with Find Familiar.
how well known is that Al?
Well, I don't think that that Pyrex knows about Hogsmore, or at least maybe not. Just he can't discern. She was pretty well hidden when she was spying out his
It's also
weird little
nighttime.
ritual, and it's nighttime, right?
Good point. All right, and it's an Al. Yeah, that's good. Checks
yeah,
out.
and it's an owl.
Even
Right,
if,
yeah,
even
I'll-
if Pyrex has dark vision, it's got a maximum range of about 120. If he's got like super ninja dark vision.
I always just
Right.
assume that
Not
everyone's
even-
way more powerful than us. Like, we're
That's a
just
good
constantly
assumption.
versing gods.
It's a good
Yeah.
assumption.
Yeah, I fear Pyrex a little bit.
He's a pushover. You
Yeah.
can take him.
mm,
Mm.
so yeah, all right. I'll do that then. I'll send Hogsmore with Mueller, and I'll tell him this is my own personal owl. I won't tell him it's a familiar. But I'll say this is my personal owl. Now, what I don't know, however, is whether or not other
Sorry,
people can
wait.
talk to him.
You want me to take this owl to the Lord?
How are you getting this magic? This message to the Lord?
I will
Do you have
deliver it
another-
myself.
Are you
Oh, I
compromised?
see.
Are they suspecting you, given that you're the tavern owner?
I do not think anyone will stop me. If you
I'll
prefer,
tell
I
you
can
what,
send
yeah.
my messenger.
No, you can go yourself. Take my owl, and I'll write another message saying, this owl is property of Hank.
Is there any particular reason why I cannot bring their message back directly?
Well,
sorry.
Well, you
might
were
not
going to
be
get us out of
here.
the city, right?
Yeah. You don't want to be caught with
As
us
well.
here, do you?
Are we
We
leaving?
figured I thought that was the deal. We could stay until we'd had a long rest,
Mm.
and then
Where are we going?
I'm not leaving until until we've had a meeting with Balconut.
And also, don't we need to take Oswald back with us as well? And
Yeah.
I
what's her
forgot about
name?
him.
Cartha.
All right.
I don't know
We
where
wait-
those two
we,
are
we can
anymore.
just wait
Would-
here. We can just
so
wait
hang
here.
on.
We can bring a message
We-
back.
Okay, sure. What I was thinking though is to meet outside the city gates.
Would he?
That's-
But
that's
that
what
would
we
be
discussed
suspicious for
first.
him, though, right?
For who?
Balcony.
Lord Balconut to meet us outside the city.
Oh,
Unless
wait.
he sends someone else.
I don't want to talk
wouldn't
to anyone
trust
except
that,
for
yeah,
Lord
yeah.
Balconut.
Tell you what. All right. I think we're overthinking this.
Hmm.
We're being
Okay.
we're
Let's
being
have our
paranoid,
meeting
we're
in
being
town.
crazy.
Let's
Get
have our
Muller
meeting
to
in
take the
town.
message. Muller will bring a message back. We'll have the meeting in place. We'll go meet Balconard. It won't be a trap, and we'll be fine.
I
Okay.
like this.
Yeah.
And the optimism.
I
Everything's
especially
okay.
like the part how you decide it's not going to be a trap.
It's definitely not going to be a trap.
That's
Nah.
my
Especially
favorite
considering we
character,
heard
that's
things
Josiah.
outside the door while we were resting, right? Like
Well,
it's all right. It's okay. We'll do it that way.
wasn't that just the guy when he came in?
Well, we weren't able to ascertain that.
If we want to
You
get our
may
money
never
back,
know.
Did I hear anything?
He also snuck and hid some coins up on the rafters at one point in a cup too.
We did, yes.
We did. Yeah.
because we
Which
don't
is
want to be caught.
questionable.
Okay,
Well,
so
we don't
you
want to be
give
caught
him
with those coins.
the letter.
Yep.
Okay,
Ah,
and
that's a letter.
he bids you adieu. He says, "I shall return with whatever message Lord Balconard sends.
Thank you,
Mm,
Muller.
Thank you.
I will try to keep it as quick as possible." He closes the door.
What do we do in the meantime?
Hank, make the owl follow him.
Okay, you're going to send the owl out through the window, which is shut.
Oh,
Can we open the window?
no, let's not open the
You make an
window.
investigation check,
Hang
Tricky
on.
Bob.
I will investigate these windows.
Investigates the windows. Yeah.
0.
Nice.
You
Solid.
cannot see any way to open the window.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure, most people, if she can't open that window, I'm fairly sure no one would be able to open that window. Obviously,
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
kind of curious in itself.
It's a magic. It's just there's no door. Maybe it's just not a real window. Maybe
Well,
one of those
it's
fake
not
ones.
really a window. It's like shutters.
And there's no way to open the
They
shutters.
seem to be nailed shut.
Nailed shut.
Yeah.
Can I investigate these nailings? Can I see if it was done recently?
Yep. Tricky to investigate the nailings you're discovering. You can make a roll. Make an investigation check.
The nailings.
Yeah, this is for what's his face, Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Not for you, Tricky Bob. You already made your roll and did a 0.
Oh, sorry. Am I rolling?
You're rolling now.
Can I do an investigation check
Get with
on
the
around
program.
Can I do an
That's-
investigation check to see if there's any small holes in the walls around the room?
You may.
In a minute. God.
I'm doing that while you do your thing.
All right. So for investigation, I got a 19.
Wow. Okay. You can see little bits of the ends of the nails poking through. They come all the way through the shutters, and then
Right.
through the inner.
Sorry.
What do you call that part of the frame? Of the frame. The frame through the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And they're just nails. They don't seem to be especially special, but definitely
what-
nailed from the outside.
Why would anyone nail these shut? If anything, you
What
want a latch by all
Well, hang,
accounts. right?
I've done a check. I've got rolled a 17. Can I see any small holes in the walls around the room?
You do
What I
not
was more
see any
getting-
small holes in the room, in the walls.
Okay, good. We're not about to
no.
be poisoned, you guys. So that's good.
What I was more getting at is, does it look like they were nailed recently? Sorry.
How do you-
They've been painted over, and the paint is quite dry and a little worn, and a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
There's a little
Maybe
bit.
this is just his
yeah.
secret meeting room.
All right.
Maybe.
Cool. Could be.
Does this room have like beds and stuff in it, or is
No.
it just? Oh, okay.
I'm
Got a
gonna.
tapestry.
Has a tapestry. Has a big table. There's you know, big large objects like not a counter. What do you call it? A sideboard with there's some shelves. There's some pottery. There's some, you know, knives and forks and cups and plates and crockery and cutlery, and there's a barrel with some ale in it. There's another barrel with some water in it.
Is there a desk? Or is it like more of a dining room?
The table is the desk. The table is pretty much the desk.
Does it have drawers?
No.
Okay.
There's a chest in the corner.
Ooh.
Is it
Unlike you, Tricky Bob, to be eyeing up the.
That was
chest.
Maria. That was not Tricky Bob.
Everyone pacing around and inspecting the walls is making me a little paranoid. So I think I'm gonna preload a crossbow bolt.
I'm gonna sit back down now. I'm calm.
Yeah.
I'm calm because it looks like this room's fine. I think this room's fine. I'm gonna pull out the orb again and just start fondling it.
I'm gonna do that with my my scimitars as well. I'm gonna pull those out and start getting to know them a little better.
Okay. Okay. Very well. Can I get you both to make Arcana checks, please?
Sure. Proficiency. Haha.
7.
Fuck. Sorry, pardon my language. 10.
Okay.
You're really good at this.
Yeah. Okay. Neither of you have tuned yet,
Yeah.
just to be
All right.
clear.
Damn it.
Okay. Cool.
So you're still kind of getting to know them. You're still kind of coming to terms with them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very well then.
Yeah.
Do I have to attune to the wands as well to use them?
Yes.
I think I've already attuned to the first one.
Yeah.
The first one we found, because I've
You
used
fired it
that.
once. Yeah.
Or yeah, but was that? Was
I don't
that a
think I
success- can't-
made you. I don't think I made you roll for that.
I
Did I?
think
I
you
didn't.
did.
Did
I
I?
think you did make me roll for it, but I can't remember if it was a good roll or not. Because I shot it at like a pillar or something, right? Like a
Yeah, that's right. It's like a tree or something like
Oh.
that. Yeah.
yeah.
For continuity, if we're still, and this is in character, if Electos does show up, we usually make sure we give him the first wand.
No, that
second one.
yeah, okay.
The
All
first one we showed him because he's a wizard, right? He can probably
We did
tell.
already ascertain that they looked identical though.
There might be a difference we're not seeing. And if they are identical in purpose, we may as well give him the first one because it makes no difference to us really.
I mean, you
then-
could have somehow
Yeah.
marked it as well. Who knows?
Yeah, no, you're
You
right.
fiddled with it
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah, just to be safe, we'll
Mm.
do that. We'll give them the first one.
We haven't even fired a shot out of it, so it should be exactly the same,
Mm.
Yeah,
haven't we?
Yeah, we fired a
we
shot.
have.
Oh,
we
okay.
fired a shot from it. Yeah, that's the shot we were talking about actually.
Oh,
It
well,
was
that's reason-
after.
That's reasonable anyway. I mean, to fire a shot, right? Like we told him we were
Right.
going to use it.
We can say, look, we used it once. It regenerates. I know that, so he can't use it as a bargaining chip to.
No,
get
that's
the
right.
price
We can still get with good price. Look, barely used once by
Right.
a couple of adventurers.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
that's
as
right,
new
yeah.
condition.
As new. Yeah,
Mm.
as new.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say though we give it to him pretty cheaply. You know, like
I
get the
wasn't
sword.
planning
Ah,
to get
did we-
paid for it.
But
Actually,
we don't
I
want
thought
to
we'd
be
just give
too
it to him.
obvious. Like we don't want to
No,
be
no,
like,
we want the
oh,
sword back."
suddenly here you go. Here is this wand. We want
No,
to
no,
kind
no.
of
We want to keep him on the line a bit, you know,
yeah.
Mm.
because we want
Okay.
that sword back with Josiah. Josiah's all hot and bothered
Well,
about the sword.
I'll
so-
leave that to whoever wants to haggle because my response would just be, sure, here you go. So
Mm.
All right, cool.
Okay.
But a little bit of gold. He what did he offer you, Josiah?
I offered him
800
heaps.
gold?
1600 or something?
Yeah.
How much?
I can't remember.
I thought it was like 10,000. It was some
No, it
ridiculous.
No, it wasn't
10,000.
1,000.
Come on.
I thought it was 800.
You could try
Or
that
maybe-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
1,200?
1600.
Yeah,
All of
yeah,
his
I think it
money.
was
it was
in the
1600.
1600. I
lot.
thought, but it
Mm.
was just for Josiah. He only offered that to Josiah. I'm not sure if Josiah. Sorry, out of game. I'm not sure if Josiah.
Oh
That was a
chose to
few
share
days
that with
ago
us.
as well, to be fair. So
no,
Yeah.
Josiah told us, didn't he?
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
I leveled up about everything. Remember?
Mm.
all right, cool.
Okay, so
Just. Oh, what?
do you guys do anything of any great import during this next hour to an hour and a half?
I call for a chicken leg.
Okay, you are greeted by a servant who comes with a basket of chicken and stuffing and breads.
Hank, you're not
and
going to eat all that, are you?
Sweetmeats
You can
Um,
have some.
and a
you,
flagon
Bob.
of wine
Ah, flagon. All right, cool.
for you all to share, of course. It's not all
Yeah,
for you.
for sure. Dig in, Gimbal. Here you go, Josiah. Tricky. I'm not sure that you eat chicken, but
I'll
have some
get it.
bread.
It's
Maybe.
vegetarian.
May I have a perception check from everybody, please?
Oh, sure.
I
Mm-hmm.
would like to also stipulate that Josiah remains standing during this entire period. I feel at
Yeah, yep,
unease.
cool.
I don't.
Yeah.
9.
feel-
Investigation?
Investigation.
perception.
Okay.
Oh,
Perception.
investigation.
Perception. Sorry, guys. Perception.
No, my investigation was so much
from-
better.
from Hank.
16 and no, that's not. That's
No, that was wrong
10.
roll.
Josiah.
9.
9.
Wow, we are going hot.
Yes.
We're like, hey, we're not fugitives.
we're eating food, we're having drink.
Everything is sunny. Wonderful. Let's have
Is
food
that
and
everybody?
wine.
That's not everybody. Somebody's missing.
Nothing is
Hank rolled on manual, remember?
Oh, Hank, what did you roll?
Like 4? Yeah, 4.
Oh wow! Oh my!
Hank saw the chicken. The
Alright
chicken. He
then.
asked for the chicken.
There is a heavy knocking at the door. Boom, 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 boom.
Who wants to get that?
Muller.
Tricky? Tricky,
Lola?
get the door.
I'll open the door very slowly.
I'm gonna hide on the side where she's opening the door, so I'm behind the door.
Okay. 6 guards with halberds burst into the room and flank either side of the doorway.
Come
Next to
on.
them, you see
I've-
a young man who you have seen before.
Falconard's boy.
It is indeed Balkanard's boy. It is Gillard Cassian.
Oh, you
Next to
little
him,
snake.
next to him is Mueller. And he says, wait. Don't be alarmed. We must talk before anything else.
All right, because this is quite alarming.
I understand
So
that you,
you could have at least knocked on the door first.
He did knock on the door. We let him in.
Well, but he came in after the guards.
Mm.
Let's see what he has to say.
Yeah, I
Mm.
I can understand the
Listen to
pomp
me.
and ceremony.
Fine, but I'm standing up.
Lord Balkanard
I've got a chicken hand thing in my
is
hand.
provisionally, and I say provisionally, putting you under arrest. Now, there will be a trial. The trial will happen tonight, very quickly. It is Lord Balkanard's intention to set you free, but the ceremony must be addressed. The protocols must be followed. Pyrex wishes to level his accusations, and so does
Who
another
else?
individual whom
Oh.
I'm sure you know,
Okay, think.
Baumgartner, maybe.
a half elf
Oh,
Josiah?
to Larathion. Society.
No,
Well-
no, the black guard, I'd say.
but
The half elf.
Lord Cassian here, Master Cassian, he turns to Master Cassian, Gillard,
Mm,
is here to assure you that his father means to set you free.
Who is the
I'm
judge
into this.
presiding
Okay.
over this trial?
Let's do this.
all right.
Seems like a rigged
Ultimately-
trial.
It is a rigged trial, he says.
Okay.
Hmm.
Tricky.
Tricky.
Well, I think if we were gonna go through a trial process, we at least should make it a fair one, right?
But we will.
Tricky.
We are. Well, trust me. It will. We'll see how it goes, Tricky. I think we'll have our fair share of opposition.
Do you want to be the lawyer, Tricky Bob?
Tricky
Yeah,
Bob, I let
definitely,
you as
Would
the
you like to
lawyer.
represent
Definitely
us?
wants to be the lawyer.
I think she would, but she
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
won't be very bad.
Tricky,
We've got your
Okay, I'll
back.
do it.
We've got your back.
Okay.
Downstairs, outside, on the other side of the building, there is a carriage awaiting you. Now,
Okay.
I will not force you to put down your arms, but I would prefer that you did.
All right,
Well-
I unbuckle my rapier and then
Well,
immediately my
where-
guard shank.
Can
Alright.
we? Where will the weapons be then?
I can bring them in the carriage, in the back of the carriage in a box, and I will have one of my men here, one of Lord Cassian's men here, will take care of them.
Okay.
I'm in.
Okay, fine.
The idea of an entire room of people talking about Josiah is really inflating his ego. So
I should,
with gusto, he's taken off his belt.
But
I
the
should
rest of
like
our
to
belongings.
introduce you to Captain Mavis Defani.
All right. I'm just gonna call you Cat Maid.
She steps forward and she nods. She says,
Captain?
I will take care of your weapons if you wish, my lords and ladies.
Yeah.
Please do.
Alright.
Yes, please do. Yeah.
Do we have
They bring in a big box and they put it on the
No,
table.
Do not let Electos have any of this stuff. He does not get to look at this.
If there is
Gamble,
anything
gamble,
that you do
gamble.
not want investigated, I suggest you put it in this box now. And
Hank
I will have
swords.
it locked up.
Oh yeah, Hank's swords are getting in there, as well as one of the wands, the newest wand.
Okay.
I will declare this wand. Yeah.
Yeah. I put all my equipment, my
That
stick,
you
short
can
sword,
take it.
sword,
Like, ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything tied.
longbow.
Right, yeah, I'm down for this, and I also want to make a big elaborate scene of undoing the belt buckle, and putting the rapier down, and then
Pants
the
falling
boots,
down.
The
two,
pants
two,
go
two
poof.
daggers.
daggers inside, and then the hand crossbow, and then
Right.
finally the shield, Tricky Bob's shield in there as well.
Right. Right. Then there's those other two throwing knives that you got from
Yeah,
that
two
peasant
throwing
and
knives.
blah and the
Josiah's
couple
our pack mule.
The one thing that I do want to stipulate is I'm putting on what was his name? Alejandro's ring. What was his name?
Alejandro.
The assassin, the assassin's ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. That'll do really well for our defense.
Alejandro Aroha. The fuck was his name?
Could you not wear the ring? Oh, wait, are you? Oh, I don't know. Are you hiding the fact that you're putting it on, or you're making the scene
Koilana. I'm putting the ring on. Koilana's ring. I'm putting on.
openly?
Oh wow, bold move.
I mean, they don't know what it is, right?
No, yeah, they don't know. I'm just putting that signet ring on.
put it on the signet ring.
Oh, dear.
Anything else you want to do in preparation as before they close the box?
Mm,
Eh,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh, I
I'm
forgot
not
about-
declaring the wand. The first one I'm going to give to Hogsmoor, and Hogsmoor is going to go and fly in a tree nearby the watchman's thing.
no, there's nothing else I want to do. I'm good.
mm,
I also hand over my war horn that was strung around.
Thank God.
And finally, a bag of shit that I was lugging around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what'd you have a bag of shit for?
You should- out of game, just so you should be like, be very, very careful with this.
This is worth a lot.
Very,
of
very
money.
valuable.
I want to see this back.
Give it to Electos. Electos might pay for it.
Why'd you have a bag of shit?
I was tricked into thinking
The-
it was worth money.
Oh,
Yeah. Gimbal tricked him.
Oh, the guano.
It's guano.
Yeah, the guano.
Sturge
Yeah.
guano.
Well, funnily enough, it is
Wonderful
a
ruse.
it is actually a spell component that is
Mhm.
worth money. So yeah.
Ah.
I can't which spell it was, a fireball or something. I can't
Ah.
remember.
use a
Yeah.
bag of shit for the fireball.
Yeah, but you need
you
like
need
a
a-
pet.
you just need a
Otherwise, you need like a
pitch.
pet bat or something to get the
Yeah.
material.
Yeah.
You know, guano's a thing.
All right. So, long story short,
Mm.
you guys are taken downstairs to the carriage. The box is loaded on the back of the carriage, and you're paraded through the city.
Are there
At
people
At night,
like
though,
watching?
right?
There are people watching. People
What time
see
is it?
this. It's about 7 o'clock at night now.
Oh, okay, that's not too late then. That's
Do
You
we
can
see any
smell the
faces?
smoke of the chimneys and cooking and things from the homes about the town. You can smell the inn, and they can smell the horse shit on the streets as well. The air is cold, the sky is gray and turning dark. You can see 3 of the moons setting in the distance. The second sun is just a tiny pink dot through the clouds at this point, as the first sun, primum solum, goes below the horizon. And you head towards the castle and you wind your way up that big hill where the walls surround it, and through the main gate, through the portcullis, under the portcullis into the main courtyard, and the cart comes to a halt. All right, all, get off.
All right, I flip off.
You flip off.
No, not
You wanna make an
overly
acrobatics
acrobatically.
check?
No.
Yeah.
Just
You
I
flip off.
I do it like a half roll, like when you like jump over a fence.
Right.
Just a
Mm.
casual,
like a vault.
yeah, a casual vault off the side of the car.
Okay,
Like a bird, right?
Like a yes, exactly.
right.
I stepped down from the carriage.
All right. And Mavis, who's your close personal guard right now, she says, I should like to introduce you to Lord Stanwick Lothbridge, the Master at Arms, and the Sergeant at Arms, Aricia Moranis.
Lovely to meet you both. Take us to our rooms.
They don't say anything. They say
Oh.
that Mavis says, "Oh, we will not be going to any rooms, sir. We'll be
Oh.
going directly to the Magaron, where this trial shall be conducted."
But trial? What trial?
Guard stepping behind you.
Right, that trial. Very well.
Pikes.
Sorry,
Lead the
okay,
way.
yep, good.
Very fancy, fluffy uniforms that they have with feathers and such, by the way. Big puffy sleeves.
Is there
Undead.
is there a real
Like
bird
Vatican
motif
guards or
going on in Balconard? They had the coat of arms with 5 birds. Was it coming out of it?
Yep, I think that was
Is
right.
Momo on trial?
Do you ask that?
Yeah. Like, where is Momo? Is Momo with us?
Mavis turns to you. Who is Momo?
Uh,
Where is Momo? That is a good question. Where is Momo?
Because when he was at the tavern, he came with us.
Well, he's either
I
at the
don't know if he
tavern
was allowed
still
in.
or he's with you. I mean, I imagine he would have come with you. I can't.
I would have
imagine
taken him
not
with me.
coming
No, I
with you.
wasn't really planning anything super hugely with him. So I just say, my badger.
I don't suppose the badger is on trial, sir, but one never knows. One never knows.
Does the badger have to come with us then, or can someone else look after the badger?
Best to bring the badger along, just in
I-
case, my lord.
I mean, you wouldn't take your kid to your own sentencing. I'd rather my badger not see what's about to happen to us.
He might be an important witness.
That's true. Yeah, that's
I've
true.
been told to bring everything related to
No.
you and your person along. I assume that means pets as well. So off we go. Who knows? You might be some sort of witch.
Me?
It's been known to happen, hasn't it? Look
It
at his
has.
ears. Clearly, he's an elf of some sort.
Elves aren't all witches. Are we?
I
Wait,
don't think any elves are witches. What are you talking about? Oh, it could be a wizard then, couldn't he? You never know. Could be
Mm.
something, but
Right.
it might be some sort of familiar or pet. You know, you never know. Could
Mm.
maybe it's a demon.
that's fair. That's fair.
Momo's like,
You're a pretty diabolical little thing, Momo.
Mm.
Big thing, actually.
back
Pretty
from
large.
the dead.
Oh, that too. He's fine. He loves it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so they lead you through this corridor into the center of the castle and out into the main megaron, which is this large chamber with high arched vaulted ceiling. And there's a big raised dais in the center of the room at the back, where there's 3 thrones. Upon one of them sits Lord Balconard. On another one sits Lady Balconard. Next to those thrones are some smaller seats, 3 on either side, and then another group of people who appear to be nobles and hangers-on and various other nobles and attendants of various levels of caste sitting about watching all of this. While you're waiting there, and you've been brought into the room, they bring you over to this particular spot, which is kind of off center to the front of the throne, over to the right hand side, and they're like, okay, just stand here for a minute while everybody finds themselves.
Are
And
we manacled?
you're not manacled.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hmm.
Very simple.
And Gillard steps forward. He says, "My lord, father, Lord Balconard," he says, "they came willingly, freely, and of their own volition. They caused no trouble. They had no reason, they say, to avoid us or otherwise try to escape." Lord Balconard nods. He says, "Well, that is a good sign." And you hear Electos coming in the room. "Oh, yes, of course. No trouble. Yes, of course. And he sort of shuffles across with his staff
I will.
and looks at a lot of you.
Hey, buddy, how have you
Hey,
been?
Yeah, troublemakers,
me.
one and all. I know your types. Yes.
You love our type.
Hank gives him a wink.
Perception checks.
We
Right. 12 from Hank.
19.
9.
Ooh.
And Josiah.
16.
Josiah and Gimbal, you hear a horn blow from outside.
Yeah, and I just
With
heard
the
Josiah,
goblin
just-
horn?
You know, if that was any louder, Josiah, I think we'd probably all be deaf for a bit right now.
Or possibly an avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're about to see a human avalanche.
Avalanche of justice.
A human avalanche does come in next. A human avalanche on a palanquin.
Yuck.
Carried on the
Oh.
back of this thing by a
Ooh.
number of mortal slaves in robes bring forth this large weighty figure behind the curtains of the palanquin. You can
Ugh.
make out the lantern inside is swinging and casting light against the inside of these yellow saffron covers on the
Such
outside.
a
of it.
needed ceremony with this guy. Walk in.
And
Boo.
the
Dead end game.
slaves, essentially slaves, walk in carrying him on their shoulders. They look like they're very tired and broken, and they set him down.
How many slaves is needed to carry him?
Oh,
Is it
there's
like
4.
2?
There's
Okay.
4.
He's a big guy, but I like. Is he also a tall big guy?
Yeah.
Like, am I imagining like John Candy at his fattest, or am I imagining like fat bastard? Are we talking ridiculous proportions here?
Closer to
Maybe fat
ridiculous proportions, but not absolutely ridiculous.
He can
proportions.
still get about. He can still support his own weight,
He
right?
can support his own weight, but
But walk slowly.
yeah, he's not an athlete.
Has not seen his penis in many moons.
Wow.
All right. Anyway,
You speak for
They-
many of us.
sorry.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
They slaves?
Moving right
Hey
or-
man, it's lockdown. You know, nobody's gonna judge.
right. Moving right along. Are they slaves? You're not sure whether they're actually slaves or whether they're servants or indentured servants or quite where they stand. But you can make a history check, please.
Yeah, slavery illegal.
Slavery is not actually illegal.
8.
You need a license though.
Nat 20.
every
I
license?
remember everything.
20. Well, okay, so Tricky Bob, you're not doing so great on that, but
No.
Gimbal, you know that these are indentured servants that have been brought here from Barrackisle. That in Barrackisle, slaves are not illegal, and because he is an ambassador, he is allowed to keep his slaves.
Hmm.
Yuck. Okay, cool. I am disgusted.
Mm.
And I relay it to everyone. So slaves.
Now they take his palanquin and they rearrange it and turn it into this kind of platform upon which he sits and perches, and they just fold down the walls, which are basically made of cloth.
That's pretty neat.
Turn it into this platform. And his slaves tie it up and knot bits of it to make it sort of fairly sturdy. And Pyrex looks around and he looks at the 4 of you. It's a little bit unsettling. As he looks at you, you notice his eyes are a strange hue, very unnatural for a human.
Is there a general vibe in the room? Is it quiet and dangerous in the room, or is it pretty light and
Oh, it's
or is it strictly martial? Is it strictly martial, or is there an ominous feel like everyone's somber and quiet and
You
depressing.
make a wisdom perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm panicking at this point.
Okay.
I'll try and
So I
get
got a 5.
a thing on the vibe as well. It's 19 from me.
It's somewhere between martial and ominous.
Hmm.
It was martial until this dude turned up.
Russ, Russell, would I, because I know of his, or at least I saw, I witnessed him performing the howling, or the ritual from the book of the howling. I can't remember which,
That's right.
but knowing what I know about either the book or the ritual, would I be surprised by the hue of his eyes? Like, is there something that I would know? Like, would I be like, oh, that's because of the howling, that's because of the ritual, or something like that?
The ritual does not explain it. The
Okay.
magic does not explain it.
Right.
You can make a general wisdom perception check, or make an investigation check. Actually,
Investigation check. All right.
you're looking
cool.
at him and trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So I got a 16.
It looks to be. It's not a. It doesn't seem to be a magical effect. It seems to be some sort of. It's related to his physicality.
Right.
It's just
Okay.
physically he has these weird eyes.
Right.
And he turns them upon you as you're looking at him. Looks down at you. Where's Hogsmoor right now?
Hogsmoor's got my wand, and she's hiding in the tree over by the tavern we just came from.
Okay, so she's away.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's away.
And Momo can't really communicate to you.
Momo can understand everything that I say to it. He understands all the languages I speak.
Right.
Follows my commands, is a buddy, but can't really talk.
Can't really talk.
No.
Okay.
He can do he can do things that a cute sentient-ish creature would do. He might tilt his head or pull me towards a well where a baby's fallen down it.
Right.
That kind of stuff. Like that dog.
You see him.
Lassie.
You see Momo shiver.
I give him a reassuring pat, even though I'm shitting myself now too. Okay, it's probably fine.
Lord Valkenard stands and he steps forward and he says, "We have gathered here on this day." Out of game. Give me 1 second, because I have, lo and behold, created a new calendar which I'm about to show off.
Hey,
My picture in the fridge.
On this
you're gonna miss
day,
the big reveal.
in the month of. All right, fine. I'm going to wait for him to come back now.
I was actually wondering what the calendar was for Dario.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I'll
calendar, right?
explain the calendar while he's off. The calendar, basically, there's 12 months, just like here. The 12 months are named Ver, Mem, Stron, Seham, Kor, Iel, Lab, Shev, Solan, Scoria, Arel, and Oth. And these are named after the gods from both the giant pantheon and the elven Seldarine pantheon. So we have Vereld, who was the Tethran Vereld, who basically relates to Aries in real zodiac terms. Then we have Memnor, who's a giant god.
But so this calendar, is it in place for? Oh, sorry, I don't mean it. Like, is it? So the giants are all gone. So the elves have kept the giant.
Yeah, the
names
elves
into
seem to
the
have
calendar?
a lot of reverence for the giants for some reason. And the calendar itself is made up of a mixture of giant and elven god names. And they've been shortened. So
Okay.
this is the list of
Oh, neat.
months.
Right.
I can, in fact, copy this whole thing over to your, because you guys have a
Got the drive.
document. Right. What's it called again? Something
Google.
canon?
QB.
Yeah,
DSO.
QB cannon. Yeah.
What month are we in now?
I'll
The
tell you in a
equivalent
second.
of September.
All right.
Mm.
Mm.
2 days till my flight. Ha!
Okay, so I just pasted it over for you. I'll just call that cal. I always spell calendar wrong.
With an A. Calendar.
Calendar.
Okay, so there's your calendar in your group thingo. It's also got some other additional info in there. Basically, like the real life inspiration of each month and sort of general idea of the gods there that they relate to. Blah de blah. So now you've also got a zodiac, and if you want to, you can roll on a d12 and choose a month that you were born in
Cool.
and have a zodiac sign and a symbol and kind of get an idea of what that means.
Yes, I'll do that.
D12.
It's funny. It's I just rolled the same month that I am.
I'm a
Nice.
1.
Nice.
Maybe
I'm
some
just-
January?
If you're a 1, you're an Aries. Well, in this case, an Aries.
Well, are we taking into consideration that weird new one that no one seems to care about anymore?
I mean, you can roll it however you want. You can just choose one if you prefer. I really don't care how you do it, but
8.
I
What's
roll
the
the
8?
what's
Oh yeah, Scorpio. Okay.
what's a 4?
Chevy.
for
April?
Sihan or Sehanine, Cancer.
Oh, okay. It's in order, right? Sorry, Sihan. Cancer.
Aw.
Oh man,
Is it? Oh, wait, hold on.
Sihan.
No, I think so.
No,
I think
it's
it's a
not-
bit messed
not
up
an
on
order.
there because
Right.
Sagittarius is December. Oh, because that's what I am.
Sihan is Cancer. All right, cool.
All right, cool. Anyway,
Actually, I'm changing something slightly. Just the image of Sehan is, instead of the shattered disc, it's the first moon.
Ah,
oh, good. Mine's the Raven Queen.
Scary.
Maybe that's why we're being followed.
Dun, dun, dun.
Could
Could be,
Zodiac
the orb,
sign.
could be that crystal
it's
orb's
your
fault.
birthday. Mm.
Could be
Okay,
that too.
so-
No, we were followed before that.
Currently, it's the month of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I think seeing as I think it will be core. And I'm gonna just highlight it. Like so. So make
Cool.
Yep. Okay, so Lord Balkanard steps forward and he says, we have gathered here today on this 5th day of the month of Kore in the name of Anam and Corridon Larathian to try these individuals who have been accused of treason by the High Elves. And he gestures to a hooded figure who casts back his hood and reveals himself to be the Black God.
Oh,
Bastard.
good.
Hate him.
I knew it. Should have killed him.
Come on, we never
That's
gave him
illegal.
money.
I say that under my breath. Should
We
have
should
killed
stop. We should stop mumbling. Shh, we're good. We're nice.
him.
Pyrex leans forward. He goes, proceed. Yes, very good then. First, what is your accusation, Lord? Let me look up his freaking name.
His name was
Is that? I'll just turn to the guys like, that's all we're up for. That's all they care about.
Darius Van Der, I think.
Maybe there was a fake. Could have been a fake name. Yeah, Rail Van Deer. Yeah.
Dyrith.
Dareth. Rael
Dareth,
Van
Dareth,
Deer. Right.
Dareth.
His role is a bastard brackets ranger.
Bastard ranger. Not just a ranger, a bastard
I also
ranger.
like Josiah's notes on it.
Very well. So this dude, Dareth, steps up and steps forward. And he pulls out this scroll and he reads from it. And he says, in the name of King Ivran Erathanai of Sidariel Tularathion, I recuse you of murder of
Objection.
an elf.
Can I object
of
there?
murder, and he stops there. He looks up at you.
What
and
murder?
He looks
What
over
proof do
to
you have
Lord
of this?
Balconard, and he looks back at him, back at you. The the magistrate, that is to say Pyrex, he says, "Go on. What is your objection?"
My objection's simple. What proof is there of this murder? You can't just accuse someone.
You don't even know what he's accusing you of here, Kimball.
He said the word murder. I didn't murder anybody.
Whose murder?
Dareth continues. He says, "Murder of the following." Says Roxana Severe Mistralath, Darian. Oh, sorry, Roxana Severe Mistralath, Zalator of the Black Guard, Darian Janus Talandaran, Zalator of the Black Guard, Londril Brayan Imdrael, Zalator of the Black Guard, and Aaron Tath Silveranth, Zalator of the Black Guard, as witnessed by Usana Fair Talandaran, Captain and Archon of the Black Guard. And he gives a date. In the municipality of Vaingate on the blah, 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 and he throws in some more details describing the events that happened as recorded by the Black Guard. How say you, sir?
Not guilty.
To you.
Is Usana, the witness, currently present in this courtroom?
She is not present, nor need she be. This is not whatever court you believe this to be. This is a summary judgment and hearing.
But there's no
Lies.
proof.
I was
This is-
never. Yeah. Oh, you go here, Gamble.
I was going to say this is one person's word against several. And who's
Cannot-
to say? Explain the situations in which they sound ridiculous that these people had been murdered by us and then we'd simply let one go. For all we
I
know,
was
this
in
woman is
Vaingate.
framing us.
Further
Can-
to this, says Dareth, I met these fellows, this company of thieves, on their way to an ogre's den a few days back, whereby they attempted to bribe me to drop the charges. I have the coins here.
Doesn't
So
sound like
are
we attempted to
you-
bribe you. It
Yeah,
sounds like you took a bribe.
Interesting. Lord
We
Balconard
gave you
steps
that
forward.
money to spare our lives.
Lord Balconard steps
You-
forward. He says, "This is an interesting accusation, Dareth. Are you sure you wish to pursue this line of questioning?" And Pyrex leans forward. "Yes, very interesting. Tell us more."
This man assaulted us on our quest to hunt the ogres that this town was suffering from. In a plea to strike a plea so that we might part peacefully without murder, we offered to pay him a sum.
It is true,
was
Lord
extortion.
Dareth. We have had these fellows in our chambers here, staying with us at the castle on at least one occasion prior, and they have done good work for us now. And now they bring us news, I am told. News that we are told will be of great import to Balconard, and by extension, to the Moldrayan Protectorate. Dareth looks, he says, "That does not concern me. What concerns me is that I have been requested to return these misfits, these miscreants, to our kingdom and have them judged by a proper court of law there. This is not a court of law. This is merely a hearing. I am just merely wishing to have these miscreants taken to my king's realm, whereby he can make his judgment."
Lord Balconard, surely we can call upon yourself as testament to our character. You hired us into your employ. We served this province quite admirably, I would say. We have helped the townsfolk. We have slain ogres. We have done good work in
Saved a
the
goat.
Frostmoors. So what means does this one man's accusations have?
"I have found another witness," says Lord Balconard. "Bring forth Master Oswald."
Ah, Mr. Grimm.
Hey,
He's our
Mr.
friend.
Grimm.
And Oswald Grimm
Maybe he's our friend.
He's our friend, right?
I-
comes in.
I didn't
with
steal
his
a sword.
staff.
I kicked him.
But it's for a good purpose.
Yeah, I was angry.
It's for his it was for his own safety.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. It was for his own safety, and that was curious. Good roleplay.
I know that cough.
Mm.
Tricky, you got this. I think I'm making things worse.
Oh, yes, I know them. Yes. Yes. Solved a mystery in Greymoor, they did. Yes, I recall them. Haven't seen them for days. Supposed to be taking me to Vaingate there, weren't they? Disappeared.
Kind of got sidetracked a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, did you?
we're-
What? Didn't think to come and visit me, did you? Hey, tell me what's going on. Hmm?
It was
Sorry,
like
Oswald.
third on our to-do list. It
We
was-
didn't know where you were staying. You didn't
You were
tell
in our
us.
thoughts.
You didn't ask either, did you? No, it could have. Would not have been hard or difficult for you to have found this information, I suspect.
Glad you haven't left
Sorry.
without us, though.
Mm.
Sorry, Oswald.
What was I to
Hank just
do?
kinda,
I was
like, hanged
counting
on.
on your protection,
That's true.
wasn't I?
Oh,
Well, good. I'm glad you. Well, you're still here, and we've still got a job to do. don't worry.
Besides, I've already paid you for it, haven't I? Eh, what?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
well,
right.
we do have to do that, though. As Lord Balkan, we've got a job that we still need to accomplish. You know, for the Lord of Vaingate, no less.
We have yet another witness who wishes to speak. No, but I'm not done yet.
Yeah, let's hear Grim out.
Yes.
I will admit, despite their shortcomings, these tomfools did manage to fight off a werewolf in the town of Greymoor. Not 2 months hence, less than that, perhaps a few weeks. I forget now.
Couple weeks.
For about
Yeah,
a week.
you haven't been
week
here
or
that
two.
long.
Yeah.
Yes, what?
You've lost track of time.
They were very brave, I must admit, and they did bring back good information and did save our township from these, what do you call these degenerate creatures? These lupines, what have you. Solved the
gotta
mystery they did.
Yes.
Not
gotta call them.
entirely stupid, not all of them.
We also lost a companion. Very, very.
Also
that
true, one
endeavor.
of their companions did perish in the process. They were quite brave, I will admit. And so I hear they've been fighting ogres now. What? Yes?
Yep, and more, and more.
So surely this testimony speaks to our true character, not the mudslinging of.
But yet, my
Fascists.
lord, they hoard magic items, says Electos from the other side of the room.
Oh, you bastard!
Did you
They
keep the wand? Do you have the wand here?
Keep things from us.
I
No.
thought you said you kept it in your
treasures
hand. You had it in your
and
hand.
information
No.
that they have not shared
Shush,
with you,
Kimball.
my lord. And I believe they have plans to betray us.
Lectos, I fed you.
That is
I
extreme.
can't believe.
Electos, we were going to give you the wand. We told you that. Ah,
You chose to cross me.
Well, this is an extreme
Well,
way
you're
of
not
getting
getting it now.
revenge, sir.
Yeah.
No, look,
Were you-
I'm still open. No, I still want to give him the wand.
I don't. It's my wand.
Matters little now, doesn't it? If you are to be-
Objection, my honor. This witness was not called to the stand, for his
Testimony.
testimony is not sound.
Double objection. I won that one fair and square. It's mine, not Electos's. I don't owe you a
This
damn
is-
thing.
This testimony does not count in court.
Whose court do you think this is? What process do you think you serve?
A court of justice,
Well,
is
if
this
this
not?
If this isn't a court, does that mean we could all just rant and say whatever we want?
Yeah,
I
I
could
mean,
just start. I could
this
start
is-
going on about all
Enough,
about this.
says Lord Baltimore. He slams his fist on his seat. He says, I am the arbiter of this court. It goes how I say it goes. That is the limit of this justice. It begins and ends with my decree.
Seems quite biased.
Rhubarb.
What if we ever need to prosecute you in court? It just seems like you're pretty much guaranteed to win. You just can get away with any crime. This is really, really unfair
Rhubarb.
system.
What
What's a
sort of
rhubarb?
democracy do you think you live
Cricket
in?
rhubarb.
He says. Out of game. It is a feudal society.
Yeah, and he's the Lord.
Yeah.
He's not going
It's
anywhere.
not like you're suddenly living in modern day United Nations.
But that's not what
governed,
Tricky Bob knows.
you know.
Tricky Bob is a
What's
libertarian.
what's the dwarven like court systems and order like?
They have a
What
council.
would Tricky?
They have
Yes.
a council.
So
They
So
also
there'd be
have
multi-
they
It's a
also have a
culture shock.
king and a queen and a council.
So like
Well,
in
we
the,
can
a constitutional
prosecute.
monarchy.
Yeah, can we prosecute our kings and queens if they do commit a
Yeah.
heinous crime?
that's a good question.
With really, it comes down to how powerful the council is.
So
The objective is to have the council's power outweigh the power of the king or the queen.
Mm.
But it only works if they do. And sometimes the king or the queen can use their position to undermine the power of the council.
Maybe Tricky Bob's a radicalist who has her own sense of how everyone should be treated lawfully.
so is that why you're an order cleric? Is it you're looking at like due process as
What
a
the
form of
gods,
order?
what her god tells her to,
Yeah.
how it should be.
Pyrex
Yeah.
leans forward. He says, "Enough of all of this. I'm the magister here, and that is my appointed position. If this elf wants their heads for any reason, he will have to take it from me. And in order to do that, I should like to know what it is that he wants." And the elf looks over to him. He says, "It is our right by law and justice from the decrees of Sidariel Tularathion of King Ivran." He says, "It's not good enough here. If you want their heads, you'll have to pay for them."
I want to whisper.
Oh, that's
I want to whisper to the party and just kind of say, I think we should play these two off each other. I think we can make this work for our advantage.
well, that's fair because I did just go on Pirates' side for a second there until he said the money thing.
I'm really confused about the court system. We have like
Yeah.
3 sides here.
He can just pay for us. Though.
Who's a defendant?
He
Who's
doesn't
a
have very much
prosecutor?
money.
Lord Pyrex, if we pay you more, will you leave us alone?
He looks at you, "Shut up."
What? That's a fair offer.
It's a fair thing to say in response too.
He says to the elf, "Seems that you don't have any bargaining chips in this court. I think you should leave. These free people you have no jurisdiction over them, and Lord Balkanard here has no need to hand them over to you. Do you, Lord Balkanard?" Balkanard stands. He says, "I fear that Lord Pyrax is right. I think these individuals that you have accused here are going to be quite free to go."
Start patting everyone on the back.
Looks to the elf. He says, "Now I suggest that you
guys.
take this news back to your king, and you do not bring your bounty hunters to our lands again. And do not think that you can take our people from the protectorate back to your realm and prosecute them, let alone execute them. What happens here, whether or not it was against your laws, happened on our land, and you have no proof. And until you do, you stay out. Now be gone." And so the Black Guard is removed.
Can we start a Mexican wave?
Lord Pyrex turns around.
Hey!
Lord Pyrex turns around to you guys, and he looks at you and he goes, "You're mine now."
Oh, what? When? When did that
All right,
happen?
buddy. You get one favor.
Hank visibly shudders. Ooh.
No, I
Sorry,
think what
hang
he's
on, guys. I have
implying-
to.
I think what he's implying is that now we're solely his and his alone, and not
What, like
in terms of-
slavery?
No, like he's gonna.
Look, there's any number of ways we could interpret this. I'm not carrying that palanquin.
I think he's gonna prosecute us now.
I'll bring it. Take him.
They kind of switched prosecutors in the middle of the trial.
Is this not really court adjourned, Lord Balkanard?
Lord Balkanard says, "You are done here, Lord Pyrex. I believe you too can be dismissed. Thank you for your services. And you, Electos and Grim." And they are all dismissed, and Pyrex removes himself, or rather he is removed by his various indentured servants. And he makes one last look back at you, and his eyes gleam as he says, "Mine."
Oh, that's frightening.
Guys, we have so many more people we need to kill now.
All right. So we are now in the import of Pyrex.
Well, no, first, no, we just have to kill him later.
Okay, just-
Alcanard says to you, now, in your message, you suggested that there was information that I would need to know.
Yes. Who wants to give the info?
I'll give the info.
Are we? Yeah, Josiah, give the info. What setting are we in? Are we still in the courtroom?
Yeah,
But all the big
It's not a
players. go.
courtroom, is it?
It's a throne room.
Hmm.
The throne room, right?
All right,
Cool.
Lord Balconard. First of all, thanks.
Everybody who's not relevant has left now.
Saved our butts. That was some really impressive work. We are forever in your debt.
Looks like
Um,
that
Kind of
sucked.
put our butts into it to begin with, though.
My
So-
first victory is
You
defense
say that?
attorney.
Thanks, Tricky.
I suppose I better. I mean,
Hmm?
I do have to learn my lesson about metagaming.
Mm,
What have you done?
Okay, how about this? I mutter it.
okay, that's fair.
Alright.
That's fair.
Yeah. I feel like I would have muttered that anyway.
So
That's fair. Okay.
the news of our adventures is thus. We had a very bad feeling about the ogre cave that we had previously brought the ogre heads back from. We thought there was something very suspicious that was going on there, and we went to investigate it further. So you remember that we brought back the goblin Iglot. So upon delving deeper into the cave, we found even more ogres and then an encampment of drow. We attempted to sneak our way in to find out what they were doing there.
Can you make insight checks, please?
So,
For
oh crap!
all of us?
D&D back up.
Gimbal 13.
16.
Tricky above 13.
Hank 11.
Nice.
Hank 11. Josiah
Yeah.
16. Okay, Josiah, well, you're talking. Everybody else is not paying as much attention. You're paying more attention because you're literally addressing him directly and looking at him. When you say the goblin Iglot, he winces slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking to Balconard or?
Yes.
Yep. All right, I'll take a little mental note of that, but I'll continue on.
Mhm.
We found an encampment of drow and tried to sneak closer to them to find out what they were doing.
Drow,
Drow, I don't know.
the
So-
elves of the Underdark,
I just like
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
the
Elves of the
dreaded
Underdark.
slavers.
That's the one.
An
So
encampment of them
yeah, whole,
near Balkanard.
near Balconard. We were just as surprised.
They gave
So-
4
And the
slaves to
goblins.
Pyrex.
And the goblins. Tell them
yeah.
about the fuck cave.
I don't want to talk about the fuck cave.
Unfortunately, we were made and barely escaped with our lives by escaping through some goblin tunnels. You also have a huge goblin problem in the hills, just swarming with them, riddled. We eventually escaped, but the drow went through some kind of portal, and they gave some note to the destruction of mankind, I believe it was.
Also, it's a
So-
big
Yeah, it
giant
was-
portal. Big giant
was-
portal.
It was unclear whether or not they were talking about Balconard or mankind in general, but Balconard's in danger.
It definitely didn't seem like they had good intentions.
Mm.
And that's
It felt
that's
like a
everything.
declaration of war.
Mm.
Do you have any proof of all of this? It's not
we
that I
have-
doubt you, of course, but I'm curious. You must have. Do you have any artifacts or
Electos isn't in the room, is he?
Oh, so I'll take my glove off.
Lactos is in
And
the room?
I got the signet ring from one of the drow assassins. It's got a drow family name on it.
May I see it?
Yeah, I'll take it off and give it to. Oh, well, hang on. Before I give it to you, I'm fairly certain this might be booby trapped as well. So please be careful with it.
Don't try to open it
Yeah.
if it can be opened.
It rattles.
Very
Mm.
good then, sir. He looks at it. He says, have this examined to his nearest servant, and he takes it over to Electos, who begins to look at it with a crystal, which he produces from his sleeve,
Mm.
Not from
Inspector
behind his
Gadget.
ear.
not from behind his ear, or from his hat, or from his rabbit's hat,
Mm.
Yeah.
Also,
or
if
from
you
behind
find-
the ear of his rabbit in his hat. Anyway,
if you look through the chest, you'll find 2 drow throwing daggers, which I took from them as well.
which chest is this?
Josiah,
Oh, they've already got our weapons. I mean, we're just proving that what we did here.
flippin'.
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah.
two-
I
two
think we
about
throwing-
both. I think
Blimmin'
we both
later
glare
then?
at Josiah.
two
Uh.
throwing knives. That's all you'll find.
I see.
Which we'll gladly hand over for inspection as well. Just the two throwing knives.
What are your intentions, given that you are free to go and travel?
Well, if you don't mind me speaking out of turn, I should like to finish my dealings with Mr. Grimm and take him to Vaingate. And perhaps we could return afterwards to help.
I have a request for you.
We're all ears.
You have seen this cavern, these goblins, these drow,
Mhm.
this whole calamity. You are first-hand witnesses of the entire situation. I request that you go to Vaingate and you meet with Queen Claresca of Scartabel, and
I mean,
that
we
you
don't-
inform her of the situation and that you request assistance for Balkanard.
What will you do in the meantime while we're gone? It'll obviously take
We-
us a while.
Prepare
And-
defenses or
Yes, we will prepare our defenses and fortify. We shall lock down our city in any way we can. We
Hmm.
shall seek assistance elsewhere too. I shall send messages to the north and south, to the west,
Do you
perhaps
have
even
any
to the
idea
mountains.
why the drow would be planning an invasion? An attack?
Slave is more likely than not, says Electors. Slaves, they want slaves, always slaves.
slave raids.
Hmm.
Well, that's
Is-
not
is-
that's not as ominous as I thought it would be. I mean, it's just slaves.
Slavery is
That's just
illegal
what
here.
Electos thinks.
I mean, yeah, it's bad, but like it's
That's just what Electos thinks. though.
end of the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, now go on. I mean, I'm okay. I'm definitely okay with that. That was kind of
Would you
Where we
accept this task then?
a letter from
We could
you
do
would
that, yeah.
a letter from you
Oh,
would
of
help
course,
greatly
Of
because
course, I shall give you seals, letters, all of the formalities will be provided. Of course,
Our accounts.
oh,
your
the
accounts.
can we have a wagon to carry our chests of coin so we can exchange all the silver for something more easier to carry?
I should also say your fastest horses would be useful.
Do you wish to carry coin or do you wish to travel quickly?
Well, we don't really have any coin, as your man Pyrex apparently raided our rooms.
Well, the coin might still be there.
Hmm.
I still think it's there. No, yeah, no, that's fair. We want to go fast. Oh, but then we've got to carry Grim back. No,
How
we got to
much
go at a
money
normal
has
pace.
have you lost from Pyrex?
The 400 silver you gave us each.
Well, we don't know
Mm.
if it's lost. They
Well,
locked down our rooms. They
Well,
might
we
still
didn't,
be in
we
there.
didn't want to break into our rooms as we were.
We're so good.
We didn't want to get the
fugitives
innkeeper in
at
trouble.
the t- Yeah.
Now listen, I will admit that I will need every ounce of silver that I can muster to hire an army to fight these drow and these ogres and these goblins.
Hmm.
Ah, that's fair.
Seems like a fair investment.
All right, look.
Mm.
Oh, yep. You can have my silver back.
Can it be a loan with interest, please?
No.
He says, I will do you another favor. If you return successfully with an army, I will grant you all a title and some land.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I could deal with some. I could deal with the title and some land. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you, Tricky?
Can I have a law degree?
A scholarship.
you.
A
I've
scholarship.
I've got a real passion for it now. Now that I got a feel for it, I think this is what I was meant to do.
Balkanard looks over at his advisor, Electos, like, what
Do they
the?
even have a?
Electos,
do they even have a
Sponsorship,
university
like a
here?
sponsorship
You-
for
you s-
yeah.
Speak that again. A what?
Oh, dude, how
A
do they
degree,
learn things?
a license, so to say, to practice law and bring justice in your court system.
What you want to be then is a magistrate here. That is Pyrex's position at present.
No.
Can we
no,
kick Pyrex out?
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking that and reforming it to being something a bit more, I guess, sustainable.
You want to take
and
1,000 years
progressive.
worth of our traditions and now throw them out the window so that you can cast your judgment with a hammer?
Well, is it working well for you now? It seems like you're getting a lot of problems with
It's
how
working
overpowered they are.
Perfectly for
Essentially.
us right now. We are
Worked
perfectly
well for
capable
us,
of.
to be honest.
Honestly, it feels like you can let criminals that go pretty easily. Wait.
Yes.
No, yep, mhm.
It's not your place to speak of these things, dwarf. Perhaps you should head back to the Banakaya where your opinions might be more appreciated.
Tricky, we could start our own city.
Hmm.
I'd just like to say
Start
I'm very
out.
happy. I'm very happy with the title and some land. Thank you. I'd be happy with that. Thank you.
Yeah, Josiah is very much intrigued by this as well.
Can I leave my reward like in the air for now on like what I want?
I'm offering land.
I know
and
what you're
title.
offering, but like just leave it there. Like put that on the side.
Sir Gimbal of Belkanad. Yeah, there's got a ring to it.
Yeah, if
Ranger
you're in,
of the far north.
if you're in
Sir
Balkanard.
Gimbal. Sir Gimbal.
Yeah.
Sir Hank.
All right, all right.
Son
Yeah,
Gillard, write up the papers.
Still did not agree to this.
You do not have to sign them if you don't agree to them.
Oh, good. Can we take them with us?
Yes.
And then we present the signed ones when we get back.
Mhm.
If we
I'm
want.
afraid not.
Oh, nuts.
So, I
If
mean,
you take
we
this
don't.
task, sign the paper. If you do not wish to take the task, do not sign the paper.
We still
Okay,
got to bring an army back. All right, we'll
Yeah.
haggle
I'll
over
sign
the
the paper.
reward.
I'll sign the paper. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
signing the paper.
Can you transfer a title to other people?
He looks
Lord
over at
Vamos.
Lektos. Is that possible? No, I do not think that is possible.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Okay.
easily, at least. Perhaps if it was your child, your daughter or son, perhaps.
Okay.
Hmm.
What about a badger?
Listen, don't be absurd, you
Uh,
strange elf. Listen, dwarf. If you want to learn about the law here, I will have you in my study with books.
Look, the Gaza.
I cannot
Well.
offer you any sort of authority, however,
Is
but
it
I
on
can
a?
give you my personal authority.
What does that mean?
That means that
Ricky's
you
like
can
your sex
serve
toy.
me in this particular situation, these particular cases, and you may get to be able to arbitrate certain cases.
Would be the
Certainly.
so to say power behind the throne, Tricky Bob.
So next time we can arrest
Yes.
a blackguard.
More likely you'll be adjudicating the cases relating to the peasants' court to begin with.
Grassroots. Yeah.
Yes,
my-
but I mean that's the most affected individuals. Those are the ones that have the most to lose and to win.
Well then, if that's what you wish, that I think I can arrange.
Well,
I'm happy with that. All right,
right.
let's do it.
Come on,
I'll take
Hank,
it.
get back in here.
Mm.
Damn it.
Oh, oh, he's gone.
No.
oh, is he having internet issues again?
Must be.
Well,
Well,
was there
I'm-
anything else that we want to tell?
Electos. I gave it. Oh, wait, what do you post?
Hey, what does a blackguard uniform look like?
Like the
Oh.
Dark
I-
Owls from Thor 2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
is it?
somewhat, but I can give you even more specific images. if
Yes,
you
that
so
will
desire.
help.
Hold on a second. They have different uniforms depending on which type of blackguards they are.
Who was so the guy that we haggled with, Dairith?
Yep.
The ranger. What was he?
Okay, hold on. Let me get some pictures up.
I was picturing the
Blackguards.
what's that Dark Elf city in EverQuest? Neriak, I think.
You're-
First of all, I'm gonna just
Yes,
gonna
it
share a screen with you while I search for this shit. This is kind of how I'm seeing Dark Elves.
Right.
This is how I see elven weapons. That's something else.
Oh no, memes. I want to see them.
Memes. No, that's not it.
What is that?
Hmm. Where are the photos?
we watched this movie the other day, Apostle, and
Oh yeah.
The guards in there really struck me as blackguard looking.
Oh, they was kind of like Blackwatchy though.
Mm,
Or
yeah, a
Night
little
Watch,
night
whatever it's
watchy.
called,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I
is
had
what I
some
think.
Cool pictures.
Yeah.
For this.
I also have oh my god, I thought these were all my tabs, but they're not. uh,
Wait,
where'd you post it, Tim?
Just in the chat in one of
Questbook
the.
one. Huh.
Quizbook chat.
Other one in the Sidario.
Hang on,
one.
I'll
right.
flick to both.
All right.
Not canon. No evil flaming steeds with purple eyes.
Oops.
See,
Oh, what
I
Hank
got
say? What happened to him?
5 minutes.
Yeah, just every time
Okay.
for difficulties.
Kill.
Okay,
got
so the
this.
most top level blackguards look a bit like this.
Oof.
Oh yeah, okay.
Then you get the
Ah.
bottom level guys
I'm
look
not
like
looking.
this.
Hang on.
Even the
Go back-
bottle
go
of
back to the
guys are pretty
original
good.
one. Oh
Mm.
yeah.
So that's like your guy that stands outside the throne room.
Yeah.
This is like the dude that's in charge of the blackguards.
Right. No. Yeah.
And there's a couple of in between. Like this is your
Ooh, rad.
kind of scouty dude. This is like the guy that found you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But without the helmet, right?
Yeah.
I pictured him without a helmet, like he had a cloak over it or something.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay.
Have a look at what I just
Cloak.
posted in the
In
image.
Discord. Is
Yeah.
it? Da, da, da.
Very good movie as well.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
I feel like that was the werewolf tab.
These guys are like inquisitors.
Yeah, like that bit of that scene in the movie was fucking horrific as well.
It was all very yucky. I had to
Yeah.
like hide from
Gory.
most of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Graphic.
Okay. All right.
I would like to ask Electos, while we have his air.
Yep.
You've
Hank.
got something of mine, and I would like it back, please.
Something of yours.
You remember I gave you a rusty old sword to look over?
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you.
Gave you a rusty old sword.
You have to speak up a little. I'm deaf in that ear.
Well,
What?
Can I?
Grab his head.
Yeah, I'd grab his head and I'd twist it to the other side, and I shout into his good ear, "My sword that I gave you."
Oh, that old piece of trash.
Yeah.
Tin, whatever it is. You want it back, do you?
Yes, please. It means a lot to me.
Sounds like they seem to be catching that cough from that. What's his name?
Grim.
Oswald Grimm.
Oh, yes, that is his name, is
You've
it?
got the Grims.
Got the
Mm.
Grims. All right. Oh, very well. I'll fetch it for you.
No,
And-
Lectos,
Sends
you
one
were
of his-
talking. Remember before the Actually, no, never mind. No, never mind. That's Hank's problem.
What? What?
Nothing.
Bring things up with me and then drop them.
Sorry, thinking out loud.
You should think things through before you open your mouth.
Right.
You're a real hot and cold kind of guy, Electos.
Oh, he just
He
told me
said some
something.
he said some very hurtful things about us in
I
that.
mean, that was okay.
I know. I thought we had a bond. A hand fed him.
He's just petty because of the wand.
Mm. Just
But okay, what else was that? Was there anything else we needed to discuss with him? Giant ogre egg.
Can you tell us about the giant ruins in the area?
What do you want to know about the giant ruins in the area?
Well, is this area of any particular significance to them? The portal that we came across, it didn't seem drow in origin. It seemed
Giant.
it seemed
Well,
like it
you're
could
in
be-
Vaingate. You might want to talk to the sisters, the daughters of Twilight.
Mm,
They know a little about these portals. I've heard it said that they seek them out.
Do they work with the Black Guard?
They do not.
Right. Well, okay then.
In fact,
Come back.
between you and me, I
Oh.
believe they're the enemies. They're enemies of one another.
Mm.
Good.
Something of
Ah.
a cold war exists in that scenario.
Hmm.
But the Black Guard can't arrest like if there's a Black Guard and a Sister of Twilight in Vaingate, and each one says one did killed one of theirs, who gets arrested?
I don't think anyone would be arrested in that situation.
Oh.
I
Too much,
suspect they would send assassins against each other.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And then there's assassins that get accused of murder.
That's exactly why you need a proper court system.
Yeah, everyone would resort to murder all the time.
Mm.
Electus, do you have any actual personal contacts with the Daughters of Twilight?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, barely.
I know you're somewhat of an eccentric old outcast.
There is a
Strange old
Pronaeus
nudist
here
it
and-
appears.
What? What did you say? I didn't catch that. Well, speak a little louder. My other ears.
Surely a man of your reputation can even mentioning your name, I'm sure, open doors in Vaingate.
I don't keep straight face.
There is a Pronaeus here in Belcanard, a very small contingent of Daughters of Twilight.
Mm.
Oh,
All right.
Barely enough to call a Pronaeus, I believe.
would they be interested in coming with us back to Vaingate?
I wouldn't know. You'll have to ask them that, you fool.
fair. That's fair.
I send a
Sounds-
message to Josiah. I say, I think it would be a good idea to approach Electos with the wand again, but it should be you.
Okay.
Well-
I message back to him and I say, Hank, what's a Pronaeus?
I just shrug him.
You can both make religion checks.
Okay.
All right.
I am pretty sure it doesn't matter because
Hey.
Josiah doesn't know what Pronaeus is.
Yeah. I got a
Well.
natural 20, so
You got a natural 20.
I got a natural 20 on my what was it, religion?
Nice check.
Oh, so 22.
22. A Pronaeus is like, so in a big city, you have a temple.
Mm-hmm.
And in a little town or a smaller center, you have like a Pronaeus, which it's not a temple. It doesn't have like a high priest.
Yeah.
It just has like a representative of the temple there who is able to show you or perform some basic rites, able to do a few religious offerings and ceremonies, is able to induct people to a very basic level and teach them the most basic things. And so they don't have the authority of a temple. They don't have the resources of a temple. They certainly don't have the ability to do the things that a temple can do or initiate people. Really,
Like a religious embassy.
right,
Hmm.
right. Basically,
Thank you for educating me, Hank.
I know all about Pronaeus,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah.
What do we want to show him? No, never mind.
it's actually a Latin word and it means porch.
Hmm. All right. Well, Electos, one last thing
Stupid.
before we go. Now, I know I didn't want to accept your offer previously, but we would like to talk about the wand that you wanted.
Oh, back on that subject now, is it?
Well, you struck a bit of a chord to us that
Ah.
perhaps we were a bit stingy before. You know, you obviously
Oh.
were very passionate of the hoarding, I believe you said, magical items. So
Very petty.
with look, even at perhaps a discounted rate, would you like this wand?
What do you consider a discounted rate then? My previous offer, I must admit, is no longer standing after the way you treated me there.
Mm,
But you did just try to rat us out in front of your lord.
Sorry, what
I
was
say-
that? I couldn't quite hear you there.
I say to Josiah in message, I say, you know what, let's play hardball. You know, we don't actually have to give it to him. We can give it to the Sisters of Twilight, Daughters of Twilight. Let's just forget about it and see what
Alright.
he says. And see what he says.
Electos,
Yes.
I think all things considered, your initial offer was probably fair enough, and would be glad to give it away. Let's say sans 100 gold. Let's make it an even 15.
I'm afraid that's not acceptable anymore. I'll give you 500 gold for that small twig.
Could you do 8? Then we each get 200. There are 4 of us, right?
Could you do 8?
800 gold for that.
Actually, okay. Tell you what, Electos,
Let's
because we're friends. Here's what I'll do. I will willingly give away what would be my fair share, and we'll give it to you for 600, 200 each for my companions.
I'm gonna have a look at it again, I think.
Hank, can I
Alright.
please have the wand?
Okay,
Yeah.
so at this point, I'm going to have to get Hogsmoor to call Hogsmoor to me. So that's going to take a little while. In fact, I'm not even sure if I can at this distance.
Can you just dismiss him and summon him to you?
Yeah,
Not
but
with what he's carrying,
There's some.
though.
Well, that's DM discretion.
Mm.
There's actually nothing in the rules about carrying items and going into pocket dimensions and
Yeah.
things
Well, where's
like
the
that.
second wand?
So the second one is in the box, but we want to give him the one that he's already seen.
Why'd you
Right.
give it to the fucking owl?
Well, I didn't know it was going to happen, Gimbal. You know?
Well, how long is it going to take to get this thing here?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can talk niceties for 10 minutes. I'm sure it will not.
Okay,
Electos,
Alright.
what were you like as
Alright.
a boy?
no, hang on, Josiah. We'll do this. Hank, you go
I was
get
never
your
a
bird.
boy.
Electos, you can start the niceties.
He was
Hmm.
born an old man. No.
Like Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
Alright,
Well,
cool. So
yeah.
Hank's going to do the jet. He's going to go and call Hogsmoor over to him. I don't know how close he has to be to do that, but
You might have to go for a little horse ridey. Clippity
all
clop,
right,
clippity
a
clop.
little jaunt.
Yep. You can come back with Hogsmoor and the wand if you like.
Yep, I will come back with Hogsmoor and the wand.
Okay, it takes about half an hour altogether.
All right, cool.
Is there a way I could contact a Moonbrook Ranger besides myself? Off topic, really. Just curious.
Short
They
answer is yes, but not easily.
Okay, cool.
It
Alright.
would require a couple of steps.
Mm-hmm.
Josiah,
Yes.
I hand the wand to Josiah, and I say, make sure you get that sword of yours, even if it's worthless.
Oh yeah, I've already asked for it. Well, while you
Oh,
were
okay, sorry. Yep.
flanking out
Gotcha.
trying to find Hogsmoor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It
here you
definitely
go.
sounds worthless.
So 600 gold for the wand.
Looks it over.
And I summon Mage Hand as well, just without him knowing. See if I can do that. Wait. It takes a minute to cast. Oh no, it's the duration is a minute. Casting time is 6 seconds.
What are the
Okay.
components for Mayhem?
They're verbal and somatic. So I have
can
to.
can you make a deception check to do it
Yeah, sure,
without anybody noticing?
sure. That's a nat 20 for a total of 28.
Okay. Yep. And what are you going to use it for?
Oh wait, was that a deception check?
Mhm.
Sorry, deception is not 28. It was
They're not
so 22.
Fine.
22.
Totally different.
Yeah, but I'm just going to have it on standby. I'm still kind of suspicious of this this Electos, so I'm not going to try and like rob him.
Yep.
But should he attempt to deceive us in any way, I've got Mage Hand to try and pluck it away from him if I can,
Okay.
at a distance.
All right. So it's at the ready.
That's right.
It's a prepared mage hand action.
A prepared Mage Hand action. Yeah, I mean
Okay.
the Mage Hand is there. It's
Just hovering, waiting to
Yeah.
swoop. Yep.
Nobody can see it but me. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, so you come in
Cool.
with the thing and all of this, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. He looks over the wand. 600, you say? What?
600.
Hmm.
And remember, that's being talked down from what we decided was a fair 800.
You decided. I didn't decide that
Why-
at all.
While
I
it
offered
may,
you 500. It's been talked up, not down.
well, to be fair, while it may cast simple incantations, it's a where else are you going to find a drow artifact version of this?
How do you
I
know
say-
it's drow? Doesn't look drow to me.
I thought it looked drowish, didn't it?
Looks like
I,
something
well-
else in my
Well,
view.
it's
Oh.
from the Shadark Eye.
Well, it's
actually.
unusual. Well, it's an
so
unusual.
even more
Shadark Eye,
unusual.
what?
Yeah, we've discussed this. You told us that it was from the Shadark Eye, and I also read it on the wand, Electos. don't seem so surprised. You know,
Why
you.
did you not speak of the Shadow Kai to Lord Balkanard?
Well, because we weren't sure it was
Well,
like.
We said
And also,
drow. I mean,
We've only got a wand, Electos. We have a wand that
Where do you
references the
think the
Shadow.
drow got their wand from?
But we just explained this. You were there when we talked to Balkanard about the portal.
yeah. We said destruction of Balkanard. We're not holding things back, buddy.
Yeah, now we're being open.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're putting too much importance on certain things to try and get us a bit of bargaining.
You're trying to get us in trouble again, Electos.
I'll
Electos,
give you
you're
600
very-
gold if you give me the sword as well.
What sword?
Can we have a huddle? Guys, can we have a quick huddle?
Which sword is he talking about?
Like that's just our so why don't we just say 400 and we each get 100 gold and we just
No, let's do
Get
nothing.
sword.
Let's take it to the Daughters of Twilight and keep the wand and the
they'll
sword.
probably be cheaper.
Well,
I don't really care, to be honest.
I don't
about
have
the
any money on me right now.
look,
Well, yeah,
we've got the
neither.
one wand. This is essentially free money for something that we found.
And we're gonna have to deal with Electos. If we become lords, we're gonna have to deal with Electos a lot more than
I
assistants.
know, but I hate him.
I don't think he's so bad. He's just weird.
yeah,
I
he's just
don't
creepy.
like him.
I really like him. I like hanging around him. He's really interesting.
Oh,
Um,
Drop it to 400. I won't take any money then. I'll take
Yeah.
50 gold.
400, but I
you keep
I
the
want to
sword.
keep I want to keep the sword.
I think if he considers it valuable, then it's probably valuable.
Yeah, and I thought it was just junk. It
Right.
sentimentally meant more to me than anything else.
Yeah.
So-
Keep the
Alright.
sword.
All right,
Yeah, we
Electos,
went through a lot to get that sword.
What?
400.
Oh,
You
Oh,
can't
I'll
take
give-
the price down. That doesn't
How-
make any
how about-
sense.
how about this? How about this? How about this? 600. I'll give you my slightly magical sword and the wand, but we get the other sword back. The remember the Hank
Well,
the
you
one
have
you
that
gave me
sword back already, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
600 plus your sword.
plus my sword.
But we get
Deal.
the one. All right, sweet.
Done. There, we get our sword. Your
Good
sword
job,
back.
Gembo.
Sorted.
Very
Good
good,
job,
then. And they all laughed.
Anyway,
I
I'll
think
go
we
to
got
bed.
one over the other. Okay. Electos, we're done with you.
Do you have the money here, or do we have to wait?
Yeah, pay you the money. Yeah.
Lovely.
Counts it out painfully, slowly. I give it to you in gold this time, not like that stingy bastard. Balkanard.
I'll take gold, yeah.
Isn't it painful?
It was a
He pays
scam.
everybody
Yeah.
copper pieces.
That was a scam.
He'd give you
Yeah.
coppers if he could. My
Right,
father used to
yeah.
say, a man like that, you can never trust him.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm.
Your
Oh,
father
as
was
opposed
an
to-
horrible man.
As opposed to someone like you, Electos, who
Very
does no wrong in
trustworthy.
his life.
Yes,
Very
what?
trustworthy.
He hands you.
Very trustworthy.
Can you make perception checks?
I mean, he was counting it out slowly. Do we get advantage?
Yes.
All right, hang on.
Oh.
Ah, 20. Well, not
That's
that 20,
good.
but 20.
Nobody
got a 6.
specifically said they were watching him count the money.
No.
No, that's
I
true.
got a
Yeah,
I got a
was
flaccid
not paying
20.
attention.
We were busy laughing.
Okay, Tricky Bob, you rolled a 19. Kimberly-
I think Trippy people was paying attention all though.
Okay, so
to be
Tricky Bob
fair.
might not really have noticed. Okay. Although Tricky Bob, you might have just sort of looked up briefly between doing
Mm.
other things and kind of gone, wait a minute. He's just slipping gold into his pocket. You see him, like he's put the money on the thing. He counts it all out, 600 gold. Then he starts putting it in a bag. As he's putting it into the bag, he starts slipping every sort of fifth coin into his pocket.
Can I try something, Russell?
Mm,
As he's doing that with
Yes.
my
What-
mage hand?
yes.
What did you
'Cause
roll?
I rolled a flaccid 20 as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I
You've
figure
seen
I
that.
see this as well. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
So what I would like to do is use my mage hand, of course,
Yep.
which I can use sleight of hand on, and
Mhm.
each time he slips it into his pocket, slip the mage hand, get the mage hand to slip it back into the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you make a sleight of hand check, please?
Yeah, of course. Holy fucking crap! 7.
Was it a natural one?
It was a natural one.
Oh. Looks down as a bunch of coins just hit the floor. What? Oh, just picking them up, scrambling. for
Electus,
them.
where have all those gold coins come from?
Oh, must have slipped on the floor somehow. I'm not sure.
Did you just want to buy the wand instead of the sword?
He starts picking them up. No, the deal's been done. Here's the
Oh,
money.
good. So, well, hang on. While you put it in this bag, let's just count it out again.
He starts counting it all out again.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
No, you don't count it. We count it this time. You've counted it your time. Now we'll count it.
dying.
The old double count, you know.
At both parties, count the coins.
He looks
Yeah.
pained.
We'll go
Pained.
faster than you. Don't worry.
Ah.
Yeah.
You see his hand kind of dart forward for a moment, and then he kind of catches himself and stops himself from trying to get involved there. You end up getting all the coins.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Happy.
Tricky bloody elector scar.
Okay.
What will he do with the wand? Lactos.
Gave it to him.
No, what will he do with it?
Oh, yeah.
What will you get? What will you do? What's your plans?
My plans for it. I'll keep it. I'll examine it. I might show it to one or two comrades,
Okay.
experts on the subject.
Surely there's no one more an expert than you, Electos.
Well, yes, but the status I shall gain from having this object in my possession amongst my peers. That dirty Barakyle wizard, for one.
Well, do you have much more money in case we get more magic items?
Do you have more magic items?
No,
do you?
if we get
No.
more. If we get more.
No more
fat
magic
chance of that. I don't think you'll be finding any more magic items the rest of your lives.
Yeah, probably.
Very unlikely.
Very unlikely. Anyway, all right
If
then.
you did, however, yes, do come to my door. I'll have a look at them.
But when we come to your door with our magical items, I'd like you to keep in mind that they are our magical items.
Oh, yes,
We
yes,
will
of
do with them
course.
as we see fit,
Yes,
like
yes.
the wand.
Mm.
All right.
Just take them to King Evra and see what he has to say about that.
No. I plan to have more than he does.
You're going to become a king, are you?
Oh, I'm just gonna have more magic than he does. Now,
Same thing in the end.
should be good.
Have a drink, young man.
Hmm.
Pours you some
Cheers.
brandy. It's very good, this. You have no idea where I got this from.
I'm gonna stay in the castle tonight, if that's all right.
Bottled
Thank you.
ice stew. Mm.
Ice stew.
Sold to me by a fellow from the north who said he'd obtained it from the fairies.
Did he
What was
obtain
this
it
fellow's
in
name?
the north?
Didn't tell me his name.
Oh,
What did he look like? Was he an elf?
Some sort of elf. I would say an Eladrin elf.
Da-na-na-na.
Who brought you brandy?
Yes, I believe his name was, what was it again? Varus, something like that. It was a long time ago. I've kept this bottle for a very long time, sipped a few drops of it, but here I am sharing it with you.
That's very nice.
Cheers.
Make constitution checks, please.
Alrighty.
You know what? I was going to say I don't drink from it, but Hank would so drink from it. So
Right.
yeah.
No, I'm already
Why
started.
not? With
16.
You're all good.
Constitution.
22.
Ooh,
You're good.
7.
Desire.
Eight.
Desire, it hits you right between the eyes.
Probably same for Hank too. He got an 8.
Yeah.
Currently, Hank and Josiah are cross-eyed.
All right.
Like
All right.
you guys can have
Oh,
tunnel
humans.
vision. It's fuzzy.
I don't know if fairies are real.
You can.
No. Oh, actually, I'm going to. As soon
And
as
I
he
don't
says
wanna
that, I'm
know.
going to start edging away from Josiah.
Josiah, around the edge of your vision, you can see this sort of fluttering.
Little blue fairy.
Mm. But I think I'm seeing
Yeah.
into the Feywild.
Truly, eh? What?
I would have poked
Good, isn't it?
Poke Hank and say, use the magic hand on him.
He punches you on the
Tickle
shoulder,
him.
Josiah.
So like what?
Kind of weakly
Oh,
thumps
you're
you on the
hand.
shoulder.
Hand?
Oh, you're pissed.
Do you
Never
have the
mind.
hand?
Good, isn't it? Eh?
Whose-
What?
Whose hands are these?
So you're all off to Vaingate now, eh?
Want to come?
Ah, no.
Oh, and
Certainly
do you
not.
have
No, no,
so they plan to build the defenses of Balkanard in preparation for potential invasion.
Yes.
Do you have much magical like support? Do you have any wizards you can call on? Any mages? Any any magical defenses?
Why would you ask a question like that?
Well, because you're the town.
You're
you're-
some sort of spy.
No, but I want to make sure that you guys have something against dark elves.
Oh, what are you going to do if I don't?
No, are you
Try-
drunk?
Well, then we can talk to. Do we have to go to Pyrex and tell him to bring mages?
You don't want his brand of mages here.
No, but we want mages. So, like, do you have mages?
Ah,
I'm not asking for numbers or what they can do, but just tell me if some kind
What
of
if we had-
magical.
perhaps we need clerics.
That'd do. Anything magical.
Yes.
All right, good, good.
Well, while you're in Vaingate, then I suggest you try and hook up some of them mages and clerics and send them back here.
Where are
put
the
them on
mages
a-
in Vaingate?
Well,
Whatever
let's
you
go
do,
and find
don't
out.
go to the Barakyle envoy because they'll only send more like Pyrex.
Yuck.
Are there no
Boo.
good Barakyle mages?
No, not in my
Wizards.
estimation, I'm afraid. I believe them to all be evil sons of... Yes, what?
Okay.
Should we go? Should we go? Guess.
You two go to bed.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. We'll
Do you-
retire for the night and be
do
up
you-
early to travel.
Do you guys want to know why I like wanted the sword so bad? I can tell you if you want to know why.
I want to know. I
You
want to know.
I don't want to
Because-
hear if it's mushy.
because when we found it and it was just that there was a guy in that rock. You remember the rock?
The rock.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it was
the
it was it a
big-
rock or a pile of skulls?
It was a rock. And
It was-
and Hank
dirty.
said that the sword said that the guy that was buried there was cursed forever, and that just made me so sad.
But now aren't you
and-
cursed?
And I don't know if I would like to be in that position, and so I did it for that guy. That's why I did it.
That's beautiful,
guy.
man. That's so beautiful.
Does
I
it
don't
mean
think
you
I've
could be
ever
cursed now?
heard any hungry.
Mm.
I'm gonna humor him for as long as I can humor a drunk. Good for you,
Let's-
buddy.
You know,
would go to bed.
Josiah,
Go to bed.
we have a bard here.
A
You can
bard.
get him to write you a song about that.
That would make me very happy.
Hmm.
Mm.
Or we could try to. Nope, never mind. Not gonna
'Cause-
humor him.
The last thing, Gimble, you promised me, man. You promised me that you just don't leave me to just be like a corpse in the woods
In a rock.
alone
Josiah
with no name.
and Hank, can you roll
I could do that.
constitution checks again, please?
Okay.
I can do that. Easy. Not
You
leave
roll
you. Don't
below
leave
t-
you.
below
in
10 and
the
you
wilderness.
fall unconscious.
Can I set-
14.
Can we set you on fire? If you're gone.
What did you get, Hank?
14.
Okay. All right,
I
you
do-
start recovering from your
Ah.
drunkenness.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. This-
But how do you
Would like
feel about
another
being
sip,
set on
would
fire?
you?
Terrible. Let's get out of here.
Let's go before I get too emotional. I think I've revealed too much about myself.
It's good brandy.
Yeah.
Oh, Electos, did you ever find anything out about the sword?
By what?
The sword that Josiah gave you, the
Oh, yeah.
supposedly from the cursed fellow, is the sword cursed?
Some residual magic about it, that's for sure. I detected
But you
some
couldn't-
spirits very interested in it.
Okay. So if we were to take that to a cleric or a clergy, would that be of any? Could they do anything to help? A ritual?
You know, you, Gimble, ask a lot of strange questions.
I do.
You approach the cartwright and ask about zoology, and you approach the zoologist and ask about making wheels.
Look, well, it's just you've been around for long enough, and you might know this kind of stuff.
And goes burn,
Ah,
burn.
fine. From now on, I'll only ask arrow things to an arrow person, lordy things to a lord.
Seems like a good plan.
There's a soul
Oh.
inside this thing.
So should we go then?
Yes.
Mm.
Good night.
Good night,
night.
all.
Good night, Electros.
Lactose. Lactose.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Good old.
Humor is most base.
Because you know why he doesn't have minions? Because they've called Electoses.
Ah,
All right.
So-
So you guys
Now-
go and stay in the castle
Good
tonight.
one.
Is that
Good
what is
one.
happening?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
It's,
Do we
it's
do we
there.
get our possessions back?
You do.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Really quick.
Get the ring. I lose the ring.
And we
Oh, and I
don't
lose a
have our
sword.
gold.
Further to this, your
No, we do have the
initial,
gold.
your original silver, which was taken by Pyrex, is returned to you as well.
I thought Balkanad was keeping that to shore up his defenses.
Oh yes,
Well,
he was. Yes.
You can return it to him if you want, but it's
Mhm.
returned to you first.
I'll return it to him.
Okay,
I
I'll
returned it.
return it to him as well. I'm keen on the title.
I've got
Tricky
100
looking,
gold now, so I'm happy.
I have
Not,
no
not
money.
sure which. Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, we
and
do.
no
we got some
need of
gold.
currency.
Oh, she spent it all. She spent it all.
I bought a shield before we left.
Or
Yeah, no.
Moradin will protect you. Oh.
But what about the
What
gold
did-
that we just got from Electos?
yeah, we've got
100 gold,
we've got
yeah.
now.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So we got 150 each.
What did Tricky spend it on?
I bought a shield and then I repaid Dareth.
Oh, you did too. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Fair.
Oh, don't we owe
Also-
you some then? Tricky, because
Ah.
you took that debt on for us, or
I bought you clothes.
You paid
in-
you paid for my room.
Yeah, in exchange for your shield as well.
As we're walking back to our rooms, how do we feel about killing Dareth?
Uh,
I'm more
I
on
mean-
Josiah's side about it now because
Hang on.
I don't think we need
First
to.
of all, it makes me very uncomfortable when you just talk about like cold-blooded murder.
Well, it's
You know,
not co- well, I didn't say
Hank's not a fan of that
sneak
either.
up on him and assassinate. I'm saying we just like, hey, bud. Like, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen if we
Look,
run into him again?
if we cross paths with him, and things get heated, I'm more than happy to do
Yeah.
what needs to be done.
Good.
But it's
I'd be all right
very
with
cold-blooded of
confronting
you.
him.
Oh, by all means. And
He
you know,
just
if we
like,
fight,
I mean,
we fight.
he just up and got us into a court, fucking trying to
He
drag
really
us
did.
back to.
He did,
Yeah.
and
We
drag
offered
us-
to give him money, and then he used that against.
I told you. I told you it was going to happen as well.
he didn't win.
Now look,
He didn't win,
Now,
that's
now
fair.
look, I say that we go to Vaingate. I wouldn't if you guys want to deal with Dareth, I'll be okay with confronting him. Like finding him and confronting him and saying, "Hey, what did you do that for, dickhead?" And then just seeing what happens.
Mhm,
And
good.
if we kill him, we kill him. That's fine. But I wouldn't just
Not go out of our way to.
assassinate
So
Yeah,
we're not going
I
to
mean,
go
look,
stalk him.
I think in this
Yeah.
life we're going to encounter many Dareths.
Because if we're going to
and
do it
they'll
now,
find-
if
they'll
we're going to
find
do it,
us.
now's the time to do it. Because he
Yeah.
wouldn't have left town by now.
No,
yeah,
he's definitely left town.
It's night.
He's going to ambush us on the road.
Yeah, that's a fair call too. He could do that too.
That's
he
what
wants
I
his
would do
gold.
if I was in his position.
He wants his gold. Yeah.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
we've got this decree from Lord Balkanard, right? So we're officially messengers. Which
That doesn't
puts
matter.
us.
He-
I would
he's
say
he's,
it
he's
doesn't
operating
matters.
just because he's operating outside of his jurisdiction. This is the Blackguard we're talking about. They don't care
Yeah,
about
no,
jurisdiction.
maybe not, but they still they still have especially for someone like him who's a mercenary. I'm pretty sure we know that about him. Someone who doesn't have very much standing within Blackguard society, killing a royal or a noble messenger, a messenger of a noble family would carry some pretty dire political consequences, surely.
Unless he doesn't leave any trace.
Mm,
I don't think he has authority to do
See,
it.
how can you say you don't like talk about murder and sinister and you come out with something like that?
I'm just saying.
You
he's-
sound way more ominous than my casual, let's go kill that guy that betrayed us.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that is true. Yeah, you got a point there, Gimble. Actually,
Look,
to say.
no. It's just this eye for an eye stuff. I just in the heat of the moment, we'll do it. Don't worry.
okay, fine, good.
And
Again-
a threat of violence is much different than a follow through of violence.
All right,
It's
good.
just it's unbecoming of people of our stature.
Yeah, we're like future lords and ladies, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You're right. I can pay someone to do it.
All right. Yeah, that's
Right. All right. So
Do you guys have
uh,
separate rooms at this time, or are you together?
I'll bunk
or-
down. I'll bunk down
I'd
again.
rather bunk down with someone.
Yeah, I'm actually leaning
I'll
more
bunk with Gimble.
that we should bunk together when we can.
All four of us. Maybe
Yeah.
Tricky would like a room
Bunk
by herself.
buddies.
I'm
yeah,
drinking, I'll share.
How open? Yeah, go,
Okay,
yeah. Tricky's
cool.
in for it. Done.
Primo. Let's do it. All of us,
Yep.
all together.
Mm.
Bunk buddies. We can share scary stories and talk about boys.
Pillow fight.
Yeah.
Pajama party.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we should go hunt for Grim first thing in the morning, and then we head off. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, before
And
I
Cartha, of
rest,
course.
before I rest for the night, I wanna sit down with my scimitars again and give them another look over if I can.
Okay, so you make
Yeah.
another Arcana check.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's right. I'll transmit the orb in my lap.
Come on. 11.
Okay. Not quite attuning to that damn scimitar.
Can I have another go?
Yeah.
Come on. Ah, fucking 11.
Not
Same as me. Damn. We are
Damn.
not having luck.
having a lot of luck there.
Damn, man.
So same token, can I just reflect on what Electos said about the old gravestone sword? What did you say? There was a soul inside of it.
There was a
He said there were spirits about it.
Spirits about it. Interesting.
What kind of sword is it? Is it a long sword?
It's a
Or a...
long sword, yeah.
trying
there-
hard not to matter because I've got another conspiracy theory. I've got another one of my conspiracy theories.
There is,
that
there is a
sword.
gentle tap at the door.
No, we fell for this last
Come in.
time.
Gentle tap.
That's fine.
Gentle
that's fine.
tap. Yeah, come on. Yes, we're decent.
Who's opening the door? Is it locked? I thought it was locked.
I'll open it again.
Get for it, Tricky.
There is a there's a dwarf there. Excuse me, I've come to speak with the one they call Josiah.
Oh, that's me.
Would
Yeah.
you come and speak with me in the chamber down the
Exchange.
hall?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. I'll just turn to the guys. I'll just be 1 second. This strange little fellow wishes some moments of my time.
Why would a
Right,
decent
right.
dwarf want an audience with you?
I
A
don't know.
decent dwarf. He doesn't look very decent. to me.
Mm.
Can you
Whatever.
guys make investigation checks?
I'm just gonna raise an eyebrow.
Investigation.
Wait,
And
what are we doing?
5.
Investigation.
7.
7.
5.
Okay.
14.
13.
Wow. Okay. So, Tricky Bob, why are you not paying attention? What are you doing? That's
I'm just perplexed. Why would someone that, I think pretty highly of as a dwarf, because
Right.
Tricky Bob was a bit prejudiced, I guess.
Tricky's
that way.
being
I'm
racist.
thinking that the lighting in this room at this point is quite dim as well, and there's candlelight flickering, which is interfering with dark vision, all at the same time. So, what Gimbal notices, particularly Gimbal, and to a lesser degree, I suppose Josiah with your 13, this dwarf, he seems to be wearing like face paint, like makeup,
Hmm.
a little bit carnival-ish.
Is he armed?
He has a short sword at his side, and he's wearing a cloak, and it's pulled over his head. He's sort of, so come.
All right, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, you shut the door behind you. Somebody shuts the door, I assume.
Yeah.
I'll
Tricky
quietly-
was at it.
quietly-
Tricky, do you shut the door?
I slammed
takes
it
you-
and go,
Down the hallway, and he looks about
Oh, sass.
to see that there's nobody around. Josiah,
Hmm.
you are the one they call Josiah. Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Excellent. My master, Lord Pyrex, wishes to speak with you.
Alone?
Yes, as soon as possible. Now, if you'll come. He takes out a small bag and he pours out some gems into his hand.
Hmm.
They look like they're worth. Can you make a nature check?
Yeah, sure thing. That is a 12.
12. They look like they're worth probably anything up to anywhere between 50 and 150 gold, these gems. Just to meet him.
Yeah, all right. I'll humor your lord. Let's go.
Give me your hand. Pulls the
I
gems
check.
into your hand.
What are these for?
To meet him, to meet our Lord Pyrex. He just simply wants to meet you, to talk to you. Yes?
Sure. All
Very
right,
good,
I'll
very good.
pocket the gems.
Okay. And you follow him off. And he leads you out of the castle, down, out into the town.
Mhm.
You begin to realize that you're going to be gone for at least 30 minutes because it's going to take you 15 minutes to get to the town and 15 minutes back.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, I keep going.
All right. And you get to the Blackstone Owl, and the dwarf takes you in, and he takes you. Everything's quite quiet now because it's quite late. And he takes you in through a back door, and you go around through behind some curtains, and behind those curtains opens into the main part of the tavern. You can hear a few people carousing and drinking and telling stories and smoking some sort of nasty shit. You don't know what it is, or maybe you do know what it is, some sort of drug. In fact, you know what it is. It's stuff called Meredith's Tears, and it's quite nasty. Anyway, he takes you upstairs to Pyrex's quarters, and you go in, and Pyrex is sitting there, and he looks up at you as you come in. Oh, excellent! I'm so glad you've made it. Come in, come in.
I'll walk in.
That's me coughing, by the way.
Yeah. To what do I owe the pleasure, Pyrex?
Ah, Vaingate, you are heading off to Vaingate in the morning, yes?
That's the plan.
Well, I have a job for you, which you will do for me because you owe me a favor.
What's the job?
You're going to see Queen Claraska of Scartabell. He pulls open a drawer and he takes out this handkerchief. He says, "This, what's in here? I want you to put it in her throne room, as close as you can to her throne."
And
Puts it on the table. And
May
leave
I-
it there, hidden. The best hiding place you can find.
and what is this?
That's not important. You need
Well,
not know
hang on, hang
anything
on.
else.
I'm
You
not,
do this task and you're free to go.
I
you-
think a favor is determined by the
Oh,
size
no,
of the
no,
favor.
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
committing regicide here.
It's not going to kill her.
What's it gonna do?
He opens it up. It's just a stone, just a stone.
It's never really just a stone, though, is it?
This is just a stone.
Hate him. That's so good. I hate him.
And
Do this
what?
for me and come back when you do. And I will know if you've done it correctly.
How?
Because it's never just a stone.
You. And if we don't do this for you,
I will make your lives painfully difficult.
I mean, you've. Hmm. Give me the stone, and I'll decide what I do with it from there.
Yes, but you don't tell anybody about it, will you? Will you?
Well, how would you know?
It's never just a stone, you desire.
Okay, Pyrex.
His eyes gleam at you.
Mm,
Ugh, yuck.
Can you make a history check?
yeah, sure thing.
Oh, tricky.
12.
Mm. Remind you of some artwork you saw once in a book, but you can't picture where.
Pyrex, you've put me in a bit of a difficult position here, and I don't really like to make decisions without consulting my friends.
You shouldn't make decisions then. You should let me make the decision for you. The
Mhm.
decision is made. Take the stone, deliver it, hide it in the throne room. It is an eye.
Well, why would you just tell me what it was?
I told you what it was. You seem reticent, so now I give you more information.
Okay,
That is all I'm telling you.
give me the stone, and I'll see what I can do for you, Pyrex.
Betray me, and you will die.
You're you really know how to incentivize things, don't you?
Oh yes, yes, I do.
All right, Pyrex. I'm not promising I'm going to do this, but I'm promising that I'll think about it.
Ah, wow. You'd
Hmm.
best do it. I
Yes,
suggest.
or I'll die. Yes, yes. You've made that
You
redundantly
and your
clear.
friends will find yourselves in very hot and uncomfortable places.
Is there any
No,
reason why
not
you
the
picked?
friends?
You know, why did you single me out here? Why wouldn't you approach us all?
You seem the most likely and easily corrupted.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, you can't just say that to a person. That's putting so much emphasis on me of like, oh, now
But
I'm
I
doing
have.
something. Pyrex, you
And I
are-
thought that we were friends after our first meeting. One of your number tried to insult me and climbed around my room like a spider monkey.
Yeah.
The other two seemed fairly indifferent, but you and I, there was a spark.
Mm. All right, Pyrex. I will see what I can do for you, and if I don't do it, I'm sure I'll be hearing from you.
You will.
Yeah. All
I
right.
have
He
my
talked about me-
eyes on you.
He talked about me licking his ass, and that's just nothing to him now. Apparently,
Yeah.
that wasn't a special connection. So
Hmm. All right. I'm gonna take the gem, I guess. How big is this thing?
It's about the size of a marble,
A marble. Yeah.
like one of those big marbles.
Tap it in
Mm.
front of him. Can you see that? Is that coming through? Give it a flick. All right, Pyrex. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna see myself out now.
Now, just before you do. Hmm. Sorry. Hold the line. Here we go.
You guys should look in the Discord chat too. We got a
As
two for
you-
tonight.
As you turn around to leave him, he goes and he just collapses into this black inky mist and then appears on the other side of you.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at
He's
all.
blocking the doorway from you. You, I keep an eye on you. Hmm?
Mm.
And you see these lights begin dancing in his hands, these 5 lights. I have powers to destroy you. Keep that in mind when you choose to betray me.
I'll definitely keep that in mind when I choose to betray you, Pyrex.
Steps
Win.
aside from the doorway.
Thank you very much. As stated before, it's been weird. And I'll just sidestep out without taking my eyes off him.
The dwarf's outside the door. Ah, did it go well?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. What's your
yes.
deal with this guy?
Oh, master.
Are you from where are you from, my friend?
Oh, not important where I am from.
Okay, all right. You're
You make another investigation check or perception check.
he had makeup on though, right? Is it
Oh,
like
yeah.
clown makeup or like jester makeup, like full?
Not
Oh,
exactly.
I think
wrong
I
It's
think
one.
more
it's
like
for his-
courtly makeup.
I think
Ignore
it's
that
for his
roll.
pleasure. Yeah.
Oh, so like
That was a
rose blushy
performance.
cheeks and
Yeah.
okay.
You
Ah.
what you notice?
Okay, I got a
16 is
first
what I
one.
saw.
No, I was performance. This is
Oh,
much better, which is
Ooh,
21.
21.
Yep.
You have us look at him and you realize that a lot of it is not makeup. His skin really is that ashen. And there is makeup over his skin, but that makeup is darker and it's designed to emphasize his features. But his
Hmm.
actual skin is really, really pale white, like paint, like ash.
Wow. Would I recognize this ethnicity of dwarf?
You can make a history check. Difficulty is very high though.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, that's a
man.
1. So
He must be an
Albino
albino.
dwarf.
Yeah, must be an
Now, what
albino.
kind of
Yeah.
dwarf ethnicities are there? They're just
Well,
mountain
Is
and
it the
hills.
same? Is it mountain, Durga, and
Do go.
hills?
I mean,
I
we're all
think is the
thinking
other one,
that,
right?
Yeah.
we need to get information relayed to us from Josiah
Yeah,
so
no,
that
I'm
we can all
just-
make history checks.
I'm muting
So-
myself again.
Yes. So Josiah, you head back to the castle.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast the weird dwarf. I'm very unnerved by all of this, and I'm just gonna leave and kind of look at the gem in my hand, or the little marble, and just kind of mull this over as I'm walking back to the castle.
So it's this black onyx.
Black onyx.
Yeah.
Does it remind me at all of the monolith that we saw?
A little bit.
Huh. Because that had an eye in it as well. But this doesn't have an eye. It's just an eye.
Just is an eye.
Very interesting. All right. Yeah, I'll head back to the room.
Okay. All right. So you get back to the room.
Yep.
And Josiah comes in through the door. What have you guys been doing for the last 30, 40 minutes?
I've been really frustrated at my inability to look at these damn scimitars. I keep looking at them, but
Going to make
Yeah.
another Arcana check.
oh hell yeah, I do.
Do
Yeah.
do elves have to trance, or can I sleep?
You have to trance.
I have to trance. So like, because I mean, I'm trying to decide what the hell I do for the other 4 hours.
Man,
Well,
Chill.
you can keep trancing.
Oh, can you? Okay, so I can essentially sleep trance. I can sleep in, trance in.
Have you look? I strongly suggest that you open up Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and read chapter 2.
Okay. I'll take that challenge. I've got so many books, I haven't read any of them. Anyway, can I take another shot at the orb?
Yep. For sure.
Oh wait, Hank, how'd you go with the swords?
or
Ah, fucking hell,
Oh
man.
man, dude.
16.
16. Okay. Gimbal.
Hmm.
So you're sitting there trancing with your orb in front of you. And you find yourself kind of, your vision begins to blur and stretch, and you find yourself looking out from inside the orb into the room that you're in now, looking back at yourself like this out of body experience. And then you kind of feel like you have some control of this, like you start to gain control of it. And the longer you do this, the more control you gain, until eventually you feel like you can move your point of view to other places. So let's just have a quick look-see and reminder of what a basic crystal ball does, because it's pretty fucking wicked.
Is it? I thought it was just a medium thing.
You haven't looked this up?
No. I thought I kind of pictured this was just like someone's spell focusing. It's like spell focus thing.
yeah, because you can have like an orb as one of your spell focuses. Yeah,
ah,
but no, this is obviously something else.
This is a crystal ball.
ah,
It's not any one of the special ones, it's just the basic one,
just the basic, but like
but it's still,
I can cast the scrying spell with it.
yeah.
Okay, and that is, you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it. Okay, cool. So, well then, because it is, the reason I asked about my ranger brethren was because it started to trail on my mind a bit recently, because it started to be a while since I've been away from them. So I think my mind would wander to, I guess, my mentor, my Moonbrook mentor. So
Right.
could I then cast a glance over to them?
You can. So let's make a, what kind of roll is it? It's a, target makes a wisdom saving
It
throw.
was DC 17.
Wow.
Hmm.
Because you are familiar with the well-known target.
Yeah, it just says if you cast the
Forget it
scrying
online.
spell, it's DC 17. I don't know why I think that's for your thing, is like how well you know them.
Oh, I see.
Thing, I think
17,
that's-
right. Yep. But it's modified by the thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, here we go. Plus 5 if secondhand knowledge.
Right, you find your mentor through the scrying, sitting at a campsite with a couple of other elves up on the mountain, preparing to finish up their last mouthfuls of morsels of food. It's cold, it's windy. They are preparing to basically go to bed. To trance, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's good to know that. Well,
Hmm.
can I do it to multiple things, or can you only do it one target per like scry or per crystal ball?
I think it's one target per scry. I think that, like, out of game, this is vastly overpowered in the sense
Yes.
that it doesn't have any limitations in the description.
It just lasts 10 minutes and cast. It takes 10 minutes to cast.
It does say though,
Right, those
if
take
they
10 minutes to cast. Yeah, that's
don't
true.
fail it, they know that they're being watched as well, doesn't it?
That's true.
It can fail and say if they're voluntary. Oh no, it can. So no, if it's voluntarily. So like,
If they know you're casting the spell, right?
But do they know can they tell who's casting it essentially, or do they just get the feeling they're being watched?
I think it's that one.
Okay.
So theoretically, then, all you would see in any crystal ball sort of vision is people going like,
Yeah.
Okay, look, so the ranger would actually have negative. The spell save DC for my mentor would actually be 12 because he gets -5 because he's familiar. We know each other well, unless he's okay to let it through.
He still rolled a 4, so
okay, good. Oh well, he's fucking hopeless, isn't he? Explains why he's my mentor. No.
I don't think he's expecting anybody to be scrying him.
All right, cool. Then yeah, I'll shake my head out of it then.
I think it takes a fair amount of focus and energy, and I wouldn't think you could do it more than once a day.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. At least, I mean, that still feels like heaps for me.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
I am going to use the bathroom.
All right.
That's fair.
Yeah, be right back.
I see in the Discord.
What's the Clunge group?
It's the voice chat.
Oh,
Wait, what?
And I see that Jack has posted.
I didn't know. I thought we caught up on that.
Yeah, apparently not. I'll have to have a look and see what the charges were.
All right, good. I'll trust you to do that because I'm too lazy to do it. So right now, I was like, yeah, it feels like I haven't been paying enough.
Oh well.
One of that Squarespace subs don't update after you've subbed to them.
Squarespace?
Okay.
Oh, I guess that's the thing that you're using it.
He's obviously a
Wasn't Squarespace one of those shops that they sell a bunch of random like crap in these weird little boxes? Do you guys have those here? No, never mind.
Boxes.
There's this place, these shops in Australia, and they're like these little, like you walk in and they're all these like it's like individual people try to sell their stuff, and it's in these weird boxes. But it's all crap generally. It's all pretty rubbish stuff. Like it's all stuff that you just buy in China and ship over, like really low quality stuff.
That sounds kind of familiar, but
Cube or something. Anyway.
oh, I think it is Square something.
Cube Square sales. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Well, it was like
at least you know.
Redbox, isn't it? No, that's
Yeah.
there's fucking Sky TV over there, isn't it?
Mm.
Australia is strange. It's like Shelbyville.
It's fucking great. Okay, just don't know. You haven't been there. Gotta be there.
Everything's just slightly off.
Everything's fantastic there.
Okay, what did I miss?
Not much. We're just talking shit.
Okay. So nothing's changed.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do any character stuff.
Okay. All right. So
So Josiah caught up by now. We'll come back.
yeah.
So Josiah comes in.
All right.
You
I'll
guys probably look up as he comes in.
yeah. I'll open an eye. And oh, good.
I would like to do
Do you guys want to make
A-
insight checks?
A wisdom saving roll, I think.
I think I'm fine with it. I'm just no. I'm
I'll
just
do,
gonna
I'll
ask
do an
it.
insight check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
why
good.
not?
I'm not fussed.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah,
To see,
six
to see
already,
whether or
mine.
not he looks perturbed.
Okay.
where am I saving?
Insight.
There it is.
That one. I close my eye.
Hey,
Wow. Okay.
6.
14.
So Gimbal, you're still
Hey.
sort of tripping out on your car. Yeah.
This is good stuff.
Okay, Josiah, yeah, you didn't need to. Oh, you're making a wisdom save. Okay.
Yeah, I
19.
just want to know what part of my nature I'm gonna go to.
Okay.
So, okay, I had a bit of a weird interaction. So Pyrex summoned me, and he's given, I guess, me a task, not the rest of the party, in that he wants me to plant what appears to be a magical object in the court of the queen.
Hank sort of pricks his ears up at magical object.
Hmm.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
Because I got
You-
a 6
you
to
said-
perception.
No, right?
Well, he's threatened to kill me if I don't do it, and I imagine that probably transfers to the rest of you guys. Then he transformed into a black mist and
Ugh.
traveled behind me and made fire dance from his fingertips. So at the time, I didn't feel I was in a position to, I guess, say no.
Or you
What,
could
what
just
did
not
he?
do it.
Did you mention out of game? Did you mention the trinket he gave you already, or
No, he hasn't.
No. okay,
No.
cool.
So you,
He said he was told to plant something, but he didn't say
Magical
what it
object,
was.
yeah.
Right, yeah,
Um,
that's what I was getting at.
Yep.
so
So,
there's like, and is that like the, what do we get out of it?
Not death, I guess.
yeah, not death is what he implied to me. So I'm
But that's
not
just
sure.
we're not even doing it. That's just a threat.
Oh, we
It's
should,
just like do this or we kill you. That's not a
yeah, we should tell
negotiation.
Balkanad about it,
It's not
right?
even a thing.
But then if I tell Balkanad, he'll kill me.
What did he make you plant?
So this, and well, actually, no, I'm not going to say this. I'll present it. I'm going to, so it's a small object. I'm keeping it in my pocket at the moment because I think it's like an eye, I guess, like a magic eye, or perhaps it's magic ears. I don't know. He could be hearing this right now, and he could be sending assassins for all I
It-
know.
So is this like our? Because he said we is this like your? Do we all? Is this like the favor for all of us, or is he gonna ask us each to do something ridiculous?
He,
I don't like if fuck it, you have to go spy on the queen. What the hell do the
No,
rest of us have to do?
I'm going to, like, the way that he phrased it to me is that he didn't think he could possibly leverage anybody else in the same manner. In fact, I don't even think the threat probably includes you guys. I think this is more a task for myself and a threat against myself.
So he thinks that he can't kill any of us, but he can kill you.
I think
You
that
just stay with us. You won't get killed.
I think if he can kill Josiah, he can probably kill any of us by the same method.
Mm,
But he's not
I-
trying this
I
on
scoff.
us,
But yeah, I mean,
which means he doesn't have that much power to do anything.
well,
mm.
the thing is, he may just have thought that Josiah is a little more underhanded than we are.
Possibly.
No offense, Josiah, but
Alright,
you do have that background.
That's the impression that I got from him as well.
All
So
that, all,
at this
all,
point, I
all
want to.
that, yeah, all that on the side though. Like the who, like, do we care about the queen?
I'm going to send a message to Josiah because he said that he thinks it might be an eye or a thing. So I'm going to send a message to Josiah. I'm going to say, let's take this to Ballarin and see what he knows about it. See if we can get him to. We'll warn him what it is first,
Mhm.
and if he wants to take a look at it, then he can.
Okay. I'm going to nod to Hank, and then in Elvish, I'm going to say to Gimbal
Huh?
and say I'm not planning on following through on this.
All right, I'll just say back in Elvish, I'm not really fussed if we do.
And then to Tricky
why
Bob,
don't-
I'm going to, at a stretch, like kneel down and in halfling, which I speak as well, go,
Does
I
she-
hope you can understand
I don't
this.
speak. What?
Racist.
I hope that this is a derivative of dwarf, but I'm not planning on doing it either.
What?
All little people talk alike.
They all look the same.
Right,
they all
right at
talk
this
the
moment,
same.
where is the object? Is it in your pocket?
In my
still?
pocket, yeah. Yeah. I made a
Uh,
point.
I'm also going to message Desire. I'm going to say, just for safety, do you think maybe we should hide it in our magic bag?
It's a fantastic idea. And we'll put the eye in the bag of holding.
And you name it.
Pyrex is
Ivan.
eye.
Call it Ivan.
God.
Ivan.
No.
No, I can't think of a better. I mean, that's short and sweet.
Okay.
Ivan.
Once it's in there, I'll turn to Tricky Bob and say, you understood what I said, right?
No, you just babbled at me.
What does halfling sound like?
It's halfling sound like. I think
Leprechaun?
I think it sounds like Swedish.
It sounds like New Zealanders.
Book.
We overuse the schwa.
It's like the Swedish chef.
Dinger, dinger.
So, all right, in character, I know I can speak to Gimbal.
Yeah.
Outside of common, because we both speak Elvish. We're both elves. And I know I can.
Well, look,
I know I can talk to Hank because
you're half. You're half.
We can do. Oh.
Just
Well,
stop
mean-
there. Anyway,
I
We
can
could-
speak Elvish as well.
Oh,
I can speak Orc.
Can you speak Elvish, Tricky Bob?
Yeah, I can speak Dwarvish, Elvish, Common, and Orc.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, we can speak Orc to each other.
Why didn't you acknowledge when I was talking to Gimbal?
Because
that
you were
understood?
talking to
You were
Gimbal.
whispering to me.
And maybe I didn't hear it.
I thought you were
I
whispering.
looked like a fool. I just
Yeah,
gibberish.
you
in
just
halfling.
started
You
babbling
went
into
down on
me.
one knee as well.
I thought you were still drunk.
Yeah. No,
proposing to Tricky Bob in halfling. Nobody can understand.
and I'll say to Gimbal in Elvish again. Is she not a halfling?
Honestly, I thought she was a kid for a while.
Human child.
Just showed up.
To be fair, she is very, very thin for a
Mm.
dwarf and not stocky.
Dainty.
Yeah,
Dainty.
So probably
Otherwise, they would have
can't
thought she
come
was a
across.
fat halfling. All right. What are
Right.
you guys doing?
Well, I mean, are we still?
Put the object in the bag of
We
holding.
put the object in the bag. I guess I feel fine to talk freely amongst all three of us now.
All right.
Now, just quickly
This
out
is
of
a
game.
huge supposition, by the way.
Do we have any?
There's
do we
four
have-
of you.
Do we have allegiance to the Queen?
Well,
She's the queen of Vaingate. I'd say if we had allegiance to anyone, it would either be Balkanard or the queen.
I thought the
We all
king,
come from Vaingate, right? Except for you, Gimbal.
I thought
Oh,
the ruler was
actually,
king.
no, it's just me and
what's his face?
Josiah that come from
mm,
Vaingate.
I mean, I'm not too fussed with the whole idea of the allegiance here. I guess the it's a big crime, right? You know, it's.
I feel like we do this job and that's it. We're done. We're good.
we walk
Pyrex
away.
won't give us any more trouble.
Hey,
I'm okay with
you
that.
weren't a party to this conversation, Gimbal, but I'm gonna say it out loud now that we've got the eye in the bag. I suggested first before we do anything that we take it to Ballarin. Ballarin has contacts outside of the usual scope of things, or the usual
I don't know if I
realm
want to.
of mages.
I think that's a. I think that's a big risk telling anyone else about this in particular.
What do you have against Ballarin?
Nothing of Ballarin. Like I'm okay with telling Ballarin everything else, but this, what we're about to do, is look. I've learned from that court case we just had.
This is what
where we
no,
murdered a
Gimbal,
bunch
this is
of
what I'm saying.
people.
I don't think we should do it. Now, see,
No,
you're
we're not
laboring
doing
under
it.
the.
I don't
Right,
mind doing it.
You're laboring under the apprehension that we're actually going to go through with this. I don't want to do it.
Oh,
This is high treason. High treason against
Very high treason.
the ruling party of the realms that we know. She's the emperor, right? The empress. Sorry.
but it's not like
It's
anyone.
the-
Like if someone finds this thing, they do some weird magic on it, and it goes back to whoever's cast the spell or whoever's using it. It doesn't go to us. It goes to Pyrex.
Yeah, but you're also doing something that Pyrex wants you to do.
Which
that will
inherently
prob-
seems like the worst thing to do, right?
Yeah.
He lives in this town, and we're all about to become lords of the lands and all this nonsense. I'm gonna have to see him day to day. I'm gonna have to see him every face and every day, and it's gonna be this awkward exchange of, "Oh, you didn't do that eye thing."
Well,
How
hang
are
on. Maybe
you?
there's a thing we're not seeing here, right? There's a something that we're not considering, and that is that perhaps by taking this to Bellerin, he can tell us more about the item itself. Once we know more about the item itself, we might be able to use it against Pyrex, and then we don't have to deal with him.
Look, this guy threatened my life. So as far as I'm concerned, however we can do to subvert whatever he's asked us to do might be the best thing to do. However, now the paranoia is setting in.
I
and
mean,
I'm
if we just
starting
do
to
what he,
think
if we
maybe
just do what he
doesn't
says,
want us
that-
to do it.
Wait, hang on a second. All right. Now I know this isn't the best. This isn't the best option, right? This isn't the best option.
Mhm.
Okay, but we can also do what he says without it harming the queen. Consider this. We're talking freely. Nothing has happened yet. It might happen very shortly. Don't know. But perhaps this bag of holding, or this bag that we've got, this magic bag, I don't know if we've ever actually been told the name of it out of game. This bag is able to mute the powers of this eye.
Well,
Theoretically.
Theoretically, if it is, then we're in the clear and we're safe. And this is a good test.
Gimbal,
Okay.
Mhm.
If we haven't got assassins sent after us in the next couple of days, we'll know that it works. That keeping it in the bag of holding means that he can't tell what's going on. In
mhm.
that case, why don't we just leave it in the bag of holding in the throne room?
What?
That's,
We'll
that's,
we'll
that's
have
some
done
rail. Well, technically, we
What?
did what you said.
we'll have done our duty.
No.
No,
I like
because
that
I
bag.
think the
Hmm.
the pretense for what he was saying is it needs to be hidden in the throne room so that it can be useful.
Hmm.
We got time to.
We got
let's
time to
sleep
think
on it.
this
We've got
through.
the thing. We'll sleep on it.
We're
All
probably
right,
still not gonna
okay.
do it though.
I mean,
I kind of like this.
doing it seems so much
thing that I
easier
was
than not doing
suggesting.
it.
Mm. Well, I'm
And you're
Gimbal,
the one.
thank you for having my back and not wanting to be murdered.
That
Uh,
too.
Yeah, Tricky Bob.
Hey
Little-
man, we're not
you
going to
know,
let
my,
you get
my
murdered.
life is on the line.
Well, I mean,
here.
like, but I'd also like it to be like this counts as all of our favors. I don't want it to just be your favor. We do this.
I don't consider myself in debt to him anyway.
Hmm.
The murders that you guys were accused of had nothing to do with me, so
I mean, you got roped in with them.
I did not,
They said the four.
not legally.
Like, yeah, but there's no difference anymore. Everything that was in that was just hearsay. They just assume you did it too.
Mm.
Well,
You're in it
not
too now,
really.
buddy.
No,
You-
no, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
good.
because the
You go tell them.
accusation was
You go tell
the
the black guy.
accusation- well, he's only got me for the
Bribery.
warrant, the actual warrant that is out that he used in the court against us was the warrant that exists in High.
what- Then what were you doing there?
Well,
Yeah,
I
where were
mean,
you?
Why were you on
I
trial?
did throw a couple of arrows at him. And, he was he did try to bribe me, but far less a charge because I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah,
So I
think
don't
we just-
consider myself
Zaya just
in
ran off.
Pyrex's.
he
I
had
don't
to go to
consider
the top.
myself in Pyrex's debt.
Guess so.
But, yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, I'm on the. I'm okay with doing it, really. But your
Hmm.
guys' call.
It
I am
seems like
not.
very bad.
I'd rather
idea.
I'd rather him bugger off and leave us alone.
And
And
Pyrex is yuck. I hate him.
Yeah,
He's
why
yuck.
would you want to do anything to help him?
Ugh, yuck.
well, we don't know how fat and ugly the queen's going to be yet. But we haven't met her. She could be worse, for all we know.
You know, there is
She
that
might
possibility. It's true.
She might be responsible for genocide. Parex is just a
I
fat,
mean,
angry bastard.
Most of them are, right? The lords
Yeah.
and ladies, and no, I wasn't such a responsible
Exactly.
for
Where
some
are all
sort
the
of a
giants?
murder.
All right.
The giant
Yeah.
genocide.
Out of
Alright.
game, can you get each make a history check?
History.
Josiah and
History.
Josiah and Hank can have advantage on this.
Seven.
Excellent. Since 15. Who? 21.
21,
14.
14.
Not a natural 20.
What you two in particular know that Queen Claresca of Scartabel has only been queen for less than 2 years. And there is a great deal of mystery about who she is, where she came from. You know that she is of the bloodline of the Muldrayan family, but that's about all you know. And nobody's seen her in public.
Huh. And we're about to have an audience with her.
Oh, maybe.
Well, hopefully.
Has she been a good queen?
It's hard to know at this point. Only 2 years have passed since she's been on the throne.
Has there been
you,
any?
You haven't personally noticed, to be honest, Josiah, because you live in the dregs of society, and nothing much has changed from your point of view. You know,
She's liberal.
there's a lot of
Would I? Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah. Would
well, if she was liberal, surely the roads would have been fixed and the poor people would have hospitals.
What has the queen ever done for us?
would
The roads.
would Hank know of any sort of political changes? Any agitation at the borders, perhaps, or any news that he might have heard that there was some sort of unhappiness within the realms at Queen
you know
Claresca's
that-
ascending?
You know that she has been involved with the Treaty of Vaingate through proxies, and she has not directly turned up to any of their council meetings. And a lot of the elves are a bit upset about that. Various factions are a bit annoyed that they never get to have meetings with her. She almost always uses proxies for her meetings and such, which has caused some distrust. You know that the Barakyle envoy have managed to gain some foothold in Vaingate since her ascension.
Right.
They've
Okay.
expanded their diplomatic mission there, and they have opened up a. She signed a document apparently that allowed them to open up a what do you call it? Like a poor people's home, like a
Orphanage?
yeah,
State house sort of thing?
Not exactly an orphanage, a big building,
Public school.
with a lots of where homeless people could go and stay the night and get fed.
Right. Like halfway houses.
Like a
kind
Red
of thing.
Cross.
Yeah, essentially.
Or a Red Cross, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Barakyle envoy have opened up this kind of sanctuary for the homeless.
I'm
at her
listening to the
decree, she's
Vaingate
allowed
Chronicles at the moment. I'm trying so hard not to mitigate.
Oh, okay.
And I roll a 7, which is about as much as Gimbal as
Okay.
the same. We know about the same level of stuff there, so that's good. 7. So yep, I just go, yeah, that's fine. Go to bed.
All right.
All right,
Yep.
Yeah, let's go to bed and let's get to Vaingate finally, man. Let's pick up Oswald and get the flap out of here.
All right.
Casa.
And Cartha.
And who?
So, all right. So the long
she,
story short,
Shame on you.
do you do
Oh, yeah,
anything
sorry.
else
Yeah.
before
No,
you
you're right.
leave Balkanad?
Wake up in the morning. I think we're good for. We've got the letter. We've got our money.
Let's re-up any supplies we need so I can justify putting 20 bolts back in my
Yep.
my
I'm
quiver.
gonna have another look at my scimitars, please.
One thing we
Alright.
didn't establish with Oh no. Well, we had a wagon before, right? When we came to Balkanard with Grim. Grim organized a wagon for everything.
Mm.
Is that wagon still around? Are we still
Yep.
good to travel with that?
Yep.
Cool.
In
Well, then
fact,
that's fine.
Yeah, you're going to take that wagon. You're going to take Grim. You're going to take the taxes that are due back to Vaingate.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
But yeah. Let's take those two.
You're taking this decree, this letter,
Mhm.
and I guess
The gold we got from Electos we can keep in a pouch, right? Because it's gold rather than 800 silver
golds, that's not
pieces,
too bad.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the silver pieces I'm leaving behind.
Yeah,
for-
yeah. I'll leave my ones behind as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose on our way out, it would probably be polite to go thank Muller. He really did us a solid.
Yeah. Good call. Even though
You still,
no, he did it. He did it a solid. No, he did it a solid because it all turned out right in the end.
And
Fair.
then Is there anyone else we need
It
to?
seems that he did his best.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
seems to be how it went down.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that we need to, tie up a nice little bow on the story arc?
Well, I would like to come with you to see Mr. Miller. Mueller? Is it Mueller?
Yep.
Mueller.
Mueller.
I would like to see Mr. Mueller and continue a brief conversation about this tapestry.
Okay.
No,
So-
I don't think I have anything else to cover in the town. I'm good.
All right, cool. So I would say that on our way out, maybe I would talk to Mueller about the tapestry.
Mhm.
I don't have any high hopes that he's going to relinquish it, but I need to try my luck anyway.
Okay.
For my master's sake or my mentor's sake.
He tells you that he cannot sell it to you or give it to you, but he says you can come and study it if you wish. You can make a copy of it if you wish. You can make drawings of it.
Is anyone in our party proficient at all at drawing? I
Let
don't
me
think I
tell
would
you
be.
I
what
don't think that's a
I-
thing.
out of game as opposed to Maria, who is quite proficient.
Maria's good at drawing.
As opposed to Maria.
Ricky Bob has
yeah.
no talents.
Damn.
She draws like stick people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Shade you in blood.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I have no
Desire?
background. I got
No?
no background. And remember, we did the stick figure drawings of the
Yeah.
the werewolf.
Yeah. I don't suppose
Oh,
Hosmore's
yeah.
proficient with charcoal, is she? Yeah. Given that she's
Um,
made of charcoal partially.
Right. No.
You can get the kid
that's a
again
long shot.
from what was it, Greymore? She was really good.
Nah.
So
Maybe,
you're gonna.
maybe not.
Oh yeah, and Cathra, of course, is the other person that's coming on this
Yeah.
journey as
Oh, yeah.
well.
Cathra, yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
you know what? Is Cathra any good at
You know what?
Doing-
I'm gonna roll a d20. If I roll a
Yeah.
20, she's amazing. If I roll a 1, she's shit. And whatever the number is in between, that's how
there's
good she is.
variations of yep.
15. She's quite good.
Not too bad. All right. I'll tell you what, yeah, Cathra, I'll give you this gold piece, please, if you can do a little do a drawing of this tapestry. Make
Right.
sure you include this little area here with the mountains. Make sure you pay specific attention to the gap here.
Right.
Make sure you include that. Don't omit it for the sake of a
Well,
good
draw the-
picture.
Draw the
She-
bit with nothing in it.
She does a version of it.
Yeah.
She sits there for a couple of hours.
Say that again.
She sits there for a couple of hours before you
Right.
leave.
Right.
So everyone's going to have to wait for like 2
Oh,
hours.
while she's doing that, I'd like
2
to have a wee look see at these scimitars again, if I can.
Right. Make your
Yeah.
check. And she eventually comes up with a picture that is worth an 18.
That's
Come
good.
on. 12 Arcana?
One more than 11.
The scimitars don't
fucking
like you.
Damn,
And I'm
man,
starting
they
to think that
do
they
not-
don't like you enough that they just might not attune to you.
Ooh.
flapping like me, man.
Mhm.
No, I'm getting this. I'm flipping getting this. All right.
I think
It's
think
it's
that-
I've made it personal now.
you're going to get one more chance to attune to these scimitars on the journey.
All
If
right.
they don't attune, then they don't attune.
All right. Fair enough. Are we off on the journey now?
Beyond that, I think.
Yep.
We'll swing by the. Are we all going to go pick up Grim and Cartha? Who wants to go? I'm going.
Katha's with us. She was drawing.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cartha's with
What
us,
about
yeah.
Grim? Where's Grim? Is he here?
I thought
Yeah,
no,
pick
Grim
up-
was with us. Yeah, we picked everyone up just before we
good.
left.
Well, then, yeah, let's go.
Let's
set.
leave.
How
Let's
many?
say
Oh,
Right,
do we have
so-
enough food?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
You have all your supplies. You have
Good.
all your
Yeah.
supplies, and you head off to Vaingate.
Mhm.
All right. That's like a 6-week journey to Vaingate from here.
It is.
All right, 6 weeks.
Mm.
Settle in.
Off you
Got-
go and
All right.
clop. Not what? Okay. You see the ravages of a number of bandit groups having crisscrossed the land, and you see a couple of campsites that have been cleared off and burnt out. You see the remains of some caravans that have been ransacked. But you get to Vaingate unmolested. Ultimately.
Bandits know better.
That's pretty good.
And
Right.
as you arrive, Oswald thanks you, and he gives you each a gold piece for your troubles.
Thank you,
Oh,
Oswald,
thanks,
for
Graham.
that 1 gold piece. That's wonderful.
And he says, you know, come back and see me sometime, and I might have another job for you. You never know.
Will you
yeah.
be keeping tabs on Greymore?
He tells you where his offices are. He says he'll try.
Okay.
Well,
Good to
Oswald,
know.
it's been real.
So he
been
tells you
good
where,
fun.
yeah, he tells you where his offices are in the Carcanos district in Vaingate, and
Mhm.
yeah, you drop him off there, and that's Oswald. He goes. Cathra, she says, and I'll be heading to a tavern, I suppose.
Oh,
What was our plan with Catherine?
Just
Catherine.
asked, well, she lost all her cattle, so
We were just taking her for better opportunities, right?
I think she
Well,
could be an
Cathra-
excellent artist.
Catherine,
Out of Vaingate.
if you want to hold out here, would you want to come live on one of our estates when we become lords?
Lord Gimbal, I cannot say I have not seen your estate.
But if I do get one, tell you what, you
I-
can till my fields and raise my cattle.
Hey,
but perhaps I
Cool.
would like to be an artist, as Tricky Bob has suggested.
You can do that on the side.
Vaingate. I imagine there's more clients here in Vaingate than in Balcanar.
Probably.
Mm,
Mhm.
I
Well,
think it's an
the offer
excellent
stands.
career path for you.
I think that's fantastic, actually. Yeah, I think that's
So-
the path, right?
If in 10 years you find yourself that you've achieved nothing, come
Well,
see
no,
us.
I mean, there's a lot to be said for pastoral artists,
You
right?
just like tapestries.
No, pastoral,
I don't know what that means.
That's
like-
true.
farmland
Pastoral,
stuff,
even.
Pastoral, sorry, not pastoral. Yeah,
Oh.
pastoral.
Mm.
Probably more than one.
I
way
don't
to
actually
say
know how to pronounce it.
it. As in pastors.
I was thinking
greener
like,
pastures.
yeah, pastoral. I don't know.
Well,
what
like
it- doesn't matter.
landscapes. Are you talking
Yeah,
about just
yeah.
landscape paintings?
Yeah.
Landscapes, animals as well,
So
like
much easier to say.
farmland.
Farms, particularly
No, specifically
farms,
farmland,
pastures and
yeah.
farms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shut up, Kimball. I know what I'm talking about.
I didn't realize
Right.
Catherine just wanted to paint animals for the rest of her life.
No, but it's an avenue.
Awesome.
In any
It's an avenue.
case, you
Mm.
In
come
any
in
case.
via the North Wall district into Rivertown and the Drube, and it feels kind of at home for a couple of you who've spent your lives here. And you're looking around, you recognize some of the shops and the inns and the taverns and the stalls, the same old Cartwright selling wheels over there, the same old, the same ship workers, dock workers working on the Drube. You see this one Goliath that works there who's quite famous because he's one of the biggest ship workers down there, who's always sort of tasked with the job of moving the heaviest stuff, sort of hefting boxes.
Can we
looking
do like a
around.
perception check just to keep an eye out for any blackguards, especially the guy that we Dareth,
Sure.
Daneth, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Dareth.
It's
also want
incidentally, and of
to-
course, you came in with what's his face, but
Grimmy.
Grim, yeah, Oswald Grim.
Oswald.
So he gets you through the gate pretty easily, and he will have taken you through the Drube, over the Asterion Bridge into Asterion itself, through past the Barakyle Envoy to Ludivar and the Palatial District.
I
This
would
is-
like to, but before we get too far into the thing, I guess change my appearance slightly.
Mhm.
So, collar popped up, hair, which has always been tied up, is now down. And I guess I'll put a hood up.
You have to jot
Okay.
this down now.
Yeah.
Change your whole picture now.
All of them. All of the pictures.
All
Just
of the pictures.
And
I'm going to shave my head.
Mhm.
Oh, did I mention I got a tattoo back in Greymore across my forehead?
Yeah, before we even
So-
started this adventure.
Yeah.
Josiah's making an effort not to be noticed as we
Alright,
come back through.
Can you make a do you want to do a subterfuge
Deception?
check or a stealth check?
Deception?
Deception.
Yeah, we'll go with
Could be
deception.
deception. I tend to think of deception as
performance.
lying, but okay.
That was a natural one.
Oh,
but it's a
He's
6
lying to
overall.
who he truly is.
6 on total. Yeah.
Mm,
This isn't Josiah. It's Frank.
mm.
Right.
Josiah.
Roll it how you want, Russ.
Josiah, how could you possibly fail this so and not realize like what's the catch here?
I think the idea of just wearing your hair down and not being to be able to recognize is probably pretty foolish.
Right.
But I think
It's
to
like
him,
sort of Clark Kent putting on glasses.
yeah. So I think to him, he wouldn't assume that anyone would see through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But everybody else
How,
is just
how
like,
was he?
"Hey."
How was
maybe-
he?
but
How are you
maybe-
keeping
it's
your hair up
Josiah.
before? What with?
I don't know, fucking
Hair tie?
yeah, some
Well, can I
twine.
take the hair tie and tie my hair up so that it looks then no one's gonna know anything? That'll really throw him off.
Yeah.
Right.
Perhaps he knows deep down inside that it's not worthwhile.
Right.
Aw.
Well, in any case, you make your way around the ancient citadel of Karkanos through to the palatial district, and that's where Grim leaves you. He says he's heading off now to where he lives, over at Dundar.
See you, Grim. Oh, thanks for saying those nice words at the hearing.
That was lovely.
Yeah, thank you for
Hmm.
sticking up for us. That was
Yeah.
Yes,
Good of
yes.
you.
Well, it would have been awkward walking all the way here with you, wouldn't it? Otherwise.
Very true.
whatever. That's very
Very
fair.
true. Good luck
Alright.
with your journeys.
You too.
Aw.
See you again, maybe.
Hope you feel better. Hope you find
Mm.
some
Yeah.
cure.
Yeah, can I do one last what was it called again?
Was it
One
Cure
last
restoration?
yes.
Yeah,
Restoration. Where the hell is it? Was it cure wounds?
Restoration.
No, it was
Lesser
restoration. You're right,
restoration,
yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Unless you have greater restoration.
I think greater restoration is like a
do.
5th level spell or something, isn't it?
Right, might be.
Quite powerful.
And right,
Mhm.
fifth level spell. I was like, aren't we we're not even 5th level. Yeah, we weren't.
We're
No,
level
no, we're
3?
4th. We're 4th level, I think.
4. We made it to 4.
Yeah,
Or
got to
are
4.
we up to 5?
No, we're not.
That is being
But
so
let me ask you a
slow.
question.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're level 5?
No.
No, not
Um,
yet, because we only got to level 4. What, like when we did the giants, right?
If we had if
Haven't really
we had
done much since
destroyed
then.
that gate, I feel like it'd be 5, but we did not.
Yeah, if we destroyed the gate and saved Balkanard from incursions and la-di-da, then yes, but we haven't really done much except
hang on.
get caught doing shit.
I've not grown as a
I
ranger.
think that entire
Oh.
thing, like we got cornered by essentially a small militia force, and we fought our way out of there.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did
get
kill a
captured.
roper.
No,
we-
the only reason we survived was because they
Now,
underestimated us.
first of all, obviously it's milestone leveling, not
Mm.
XP.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this
yeah,
is not about
true.
how many things
Ah.
you killed.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yes,
no,
yeah,
but
It's
I
not
think
just
for
about that anyway.
no, by no,
for sure,
like,
for sure.
not just by pure fodder. I think the overall experience and in some ways learning from our mistakes,
I would also. Oh, sorry, just say if you weren't finished.
and I guess for some of the things in terms of character growth,
Hmm.
Gimbal throwing himself down the throat of a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
you think
definitely-
you think I've grown?
That sounds like
That
Gimbal.
was a
though.
step
Yeah.
backwards. I think he's back to level 3.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll
Yeah.
go down. You guys go up.
Okay, let me think about it this way. You guys have been playing since level 3. You started at level 3.
Mm,
True.
So you've only had one level, and we've been playing this game for like 4 months.
mm.
Oh wow,
We don't make
doesn't
much
feel like
progress.
4 months.
4 or
Yeah.
5 months.
Doesn't feel like
And-
that much.
I mean,
The difference between this game and a lot of other games is that this is quite fairly more role-playing heavy than a lot of other games.
Mm.
Mm.
And I don't throw monsters at you as much as another DM would. So you don't get the opportunity to kill stuff in
Yeah.
the same way. But when you do fight, I think the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
That's how I'm trying to play it anyway.
Mm.
the
Yeah.
the whole every time we go into the cave, I've felt terrified.
Definitely,
Oh, yeah.
definitely happy with the combat dynamic that we've got.
Right.
I would make the point in terms of leveling that it should be. I don't. This is all you, obviously, Russell, because you're the DM, so you get to decide the law, everything. But if you look at why we leveled up the first time, it's because we saved or we helped the town of Greymoor, right? We completed
Right.
something.
Yeah.
We haven't really done anything else other than, I mean, I suppose we've warned the town of Balkanard and got sent on an errand to Vaingate, but we haven't really done anything else other than that. We've survived a trial, maybe.
We
But I
in my
suppose what I would say though is
Josiah
that
really wants that level.
I know
done-
I think
we've done-
I think
we've done one thing,
Hmm.
and earning a level after that should require like two things. It should be sort of like exponentially harder
Yeah.
to get those levels.
I think what
Um,
because I'm not arguing for this either way. I got no horse in this race, but I think we're not acknowledging we hunted some ogres.
Mhm.
We survived out in the wild for several nights. We collapsed a cave entrance, escaping.
We killed that assassin. We killed a bunch of drow.
We took down a goblin. Took one prisoner as well. That roper, and once again not fodder based, but I guess in terms of epic feats, there were some real definite things in there. But no, I think in terms of completion of tasks, yeah, you're probably right there.
I think we're
there is another way
close-ish.
of looking at this too. I would like to suggest that another way of looking at it is, like, from a really practical point of view, I feel that leveling is partly about giving the players an opportunity to try all the powers that they have. Like, if you haven't actually used all the powers that you've got, then you definitely shouldn't level up, right? But I feel like at this point, I've kind of pushed you to the point where you've used a lot of the stuff that you've had. You've kind of tested the limits of your characters. You know yourselves at this point. You've found out who you are. You found out what you can do. You've pushed the limits of what you can do. Maybe that's reason for growth.
Here's a question. You've multi-class, Josiah. So if you get another level in fighter, have you you're only a level 2 fighter then, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you still can't multi-attack.
I'm not looking for utility in that aspect, because if just completely outside of this, because where I see Josiah going is probably more still down that fighter path, but I think that's because he doesn't want to feel inferior when in these battles, and I think because what I'm trying to do with him in any case is earn those fighter levels. So that thing where he like rolls for the spear to throw it, or where he's wanting to use Tricky Bob's shield and stuff like that. It's his growth as a fighter, not like ding, now I can wear heavy armor.
Right.
Yeah.
So just before we finish anyway, because it's 10 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Do we want to get to Ballarin?
Well, that's what. Let's cover a little bit more. So we're in the
We're in the
I can't say
Kakanos.
it.
We're in the
Palatial district.
Yep.
the
we're in
Palatial district.
Palatial district.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's in here?
Yeah.
The
Is this where
palace.
Ballarin is?
Ballarin
no.
is further over in Ansel.
Ansel, right? Okay. Oh, yep. Here we go.
Hang on, I'm still looking for that. Where's that?
It's right next to the Palatial. Next to Ludovar, which is next to the Palatial
Oh, okay.
district
The Arcane district. Okay.
in Karkanos. Yep. Yeah. Arcane district. Yeah.
I'd rather meet with. Yes, I'd rather
okay,
meet with
put it this way.
Ballarin before we go see the Queen.
I'm gonna go to Ballarin. You guys can come with me if you like.
I want to go with Ballarin.
Who's got the bag?
Josiah, I think, has got the
I
bag.
always carry the bag.
Okay. Well, we'll go wherever Josiah goes then.
Is there something with the bag? Yeah.
All right.
I really, before we end this, I have to hear Russell do Ballarin's character.
Wait, I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
I better start getting into character then, hadn't I? For Ballarin.
Wait, can I use my list restoration on Oswald one more time?
Yes, you can.
Yay. Did I actually roll anything?
I don't know.
I think flat heels, isn't it?
Yeah, it's meant to be just a spell you use.
Yeah, I think it's just a straight up.
Anyway, I think if we get this army sorted and we clear out that gate and it's a dramatically epic, amazing fight, I think I feel like then we could hit a level.
Oh, like I said, I'm not itching for levels. I just thought it was a funny thing to say.
It's an interesting conversation to talk about, like what constitutes a level in a milestone scenario.
Mm.
I dished them out too freely in my ones, I feel, and then they
And
became
es-
overpowered.
especially in a situation where it is a sandbox,
Mm.
because it's not like there is a storyline. You get to this point and this happens, and you get a level now because you killed this monster. There's more than one way to skin the cats that I'm throwing at you guys. So
No, realistically, you just change thugs to bandit leaders, and you just make the creature there's still like humans that are more challenging for higher level players.
for sure.
So like
For sure, you just upgrade everything and make their DCs and ACs harder and more hit points and more attacks and so on and so forth.
But we don't really play like that. Like,
No.
yeah, sure, in combat we play like, I missed that 16 AC rats, but because there's not really so much of an importance on getting the XP for killing stuff, we role play stuff. Like we don't, I don't think we're nearly as bloodthirsty as most other games I've listened to, like podcasts.
You don't run off trying to hunt down rats for that extra 25 XP.
Do people actually do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
they do.
murder hobos for sure.
Sadly, they do.
Yeah. That's the murder hobos. They
Rat
kill
murder
everything.
hobos.
thought we were pretty
Yeah,
murderous.
sure. But I mean, yeah. Well, to be honest, I thought we were pretty murderous at some point as well. But
In the beginning.
when you listen to podcasts of other people playing, if it's comedians playing, they don't murder hobo. But when it's like just random dudes playing, it's rubbish, and it's not even fun to listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
All right, Valorant.
Valorant.
Valorant's place.
Valorant.
Oh,
Hank,
wait,
you're
no.
taking the lead on this, yeah?
Cure wounds first. What happened
That's
there?
the restoration.
Yes, how was
Lesser
he
restoration. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make a saving throw for him.
Saving.
Whereby he's
Because he doesn't want to be
this is
restored.
giving him an opportunity to actually be restored, and if he makes the save, he is restored. All right.
Oh, like permanently.
Yeah, why not? He seems significantly better,
Yay.
but
No,
you
we've
have
done
to-
our part.
out of game. It's going to be an ongoing thing with him.
No.
We'll have to do it
Can
once
he
every
come,
few
like,
weeks. It just
Visit me.
keeps
Chicky,
coming
you
back.
just
Yeah,
got to
he
get
can
more
come and visit you.
powerful.
You can ask him to come and find you and visit you from time to time.
I will be your personal physician, Oswald.
Aw,
I think that would be good. Yeah, that would be nice.
that's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool too.
All right.
Well, Tricky Bob, if you had your own estate and a title, you could open up a practice.
And he can come.
but as
He
a
can travel.
lawyer.
He can travel 6 weeks up to us.
As a lawyer, a
doctor
healer.
lawyer.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm a
There you go,
doctor lawyer.
Doctor lawyer. Yeah.
Only heal the innocent.
Dr. Tricky Bob at law.
Right.
Heal the innocent.
So, Hank, out of game, what do we know about Ballaran very quickly? I'm just going to go just recap. I know what I think I know about him, but I just want to hear it from you in case I'm wildly off the mark.
Yep, sure. So Ballarin is obviously he's my mentor. He took me in.
Right?
No, he's
Was a
human too.
Yeah.
He's a human.
Yep. He is human too. Yep.
That's right.
He's a human. Okay, I'm not going to keep any secrets from the guys now. So this is all out of game, but
Oh,
so you guys don't know this. But what?
Okay.
No,
Whoa.
keep your secrets. Keep
Keep
your
secrets.
secrets.
I don't
keep
wanna
my
know.
secrets. Keep your secrets then.
You'll keep
Right,
telling
okay.
me these things I don't want to hear.
Right. Cool. Right. So anyway, Ballarin, he's not a Barakyle mage. He kind of tried to go down that path, but
Right, that's right.
He's
right.
not.
Coming back to me now.
Yep. he's not. Whether he's sour about that, I'm not sure. But
Right.
he does have contacts within other mage realms, sort of spheres of influence.
How old is he?
I'd say he's probably. Do human mages get longevity just for being mages, or?
No, not
All
particularly.
right, so I'd probably call him like maybe 60s, mid 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's old, but not
Right.
old. Yeah, he's like retiree. He's on a pension, sort of thing. You know. So, yeah, and obviously he's kind of mentored Hank, kind of reared him, but also Hank still had to wash the dishes. So, like, it's not like Hank got an easy life. He still had to mop and, all that rubbish too. But he taught Mage, he taught Hank his magic.
Right.
Yeah. And sort of looks after Hank as well. Yeah.
So can we have, he has an apothecary shop. Does that work for you?
Yeah, why not? Actually, apothecary sounds good because Hank has also got a love for cooking, so that would kind of feed into that. Yeah, even though Hank's mage skills aren't really towards that sort of thing, but that could be that element. Yeah, I like that apothecary shop.
You come up to the front of the apothecary shop and you open the door and swing it open, and you look inside and you see him with his back to you, putting something on a shelf as you come in the door.
Yeah.
Yes, you come in.
Hey, Tabalad.
He turns around. You, wow. Look at that, you're back. You're
Yep.
alive and well.
I am. I bought you a gift.
How is it trip to
so-
Claymore? Who are these people? Come in,
Bellerin.
We,
You remember us?
your
They
partners
know
in crime.
Bellerin-
It's only been a
Bellerin
couple
would
of
know
months.
these
Yes,
three.
Of course.
You're getting senile, old man.
Don't understand why you're not in jail right now.
Yeah, we were almost trialed for a crime that we all committed.
Distance myself from all of that. Keep it down.
Very convenient.
All right.
Bellerin, we have much to talk about. Much to talk about. But first, I bring you two gifts. One of them is genuine. So I bring out because Bellerin obviously knows of Hank's thieving ways.
Right.
Um,
Alan employs your thieving ways.
Exactly. So Hank brings out the first tapestry that he got from Greymoor, the one from the house. It was the house. It was abandoned by the time we got there, like of Lord Tom or something
Sir
like that.
Thomas.
The
Sir
one with the
Thomas,
werewolf?
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
It jumped out
The
at us.
werewolf. Yes, actually, I think it was that house that the werewolf jumped out at us. Yeah, but it wasn't the house of the werewolf. It was the house that Sir Thomas was.
Yep.
Yeah,
His
pardon me,
house.
residing in, and we got a lot of clues about the werewolf in that house.
Is that the legitimate one?
Yes, that's a legitimate one.
That's
That
just
was a
robbing
real
dead man.
tapestry that I
He
took from the
unwraps
wall.
it and looks at it. This is very fine work.
Oh, is it? I wasn't
Well
sure.
Well done.
No, very good.
Oh,
So I give him that, and then also we've got this. Now I wasn't able to take this one. I really wanted to bring it to you, and I tried really hard to get it, but I managed at least to get a sketch of it.
oh,
It is a sketch of a tapestry in Balkanard, and it was dated while at the time that the town was being built. It's very, very old, ancient. It's been in this family. I'll take you to go and see it one day.
get down off
Um,
there. The cat jumps from one thing to another.
I cast Mage Hand and I give her a little scratch behind the ear.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's all right. This Muggins is my favorite animal, so I've got an affinity with Muggins. It's Muggins. It's got to be
That's what
Muggins.
happens when you let your friends name your animals?
All right, so I show him this the sketching of the tapestry, and I point out the point where we were.
There's lots of oohing
Yeah,
and ahhing.
Yeah. So I'll take you there to see it one day. I know the innkeeper fairly well now.
Hank,
Hmm.
I've heard of a new target. There's a tapestry.
Say that again.
I have a new target now.
Ah,
There is a tapestry in Dagdagiel.
Dagdagiel.
So I hear it is a magic tapestry.
Magic tapestry.
Are we hearing this?
Mm.
You're hearing this.
Well, I mean, you guys know about Bellerin. He likes his ales and he likes his tapestries.
Well, yeah, I
Magic
just
tapestry.
Now, hold on. I have some notes. But you can keep talking to me while I find my notes.
where's Dagale or where was it?
Dagdagiel? It's
Dagdagiel.
to the south, halfway across the continent.
Is that over more towards
there's-
those evil wizards?
Yes, it's close to the Barak Isle Envoy. Not far from there, actually. But they are
Mm.
separate city states.
Okay.
So
Yes, keep talking.
we have a lot to discuss. I think the most pressing is we've had a run-in with someone from the Barrack Isle envoy.
Oh,
Actually.
dear.
Yes. Do you know of a man named Horatio Pyrex?
Can't say that I do.
He's the magistrate, acting magistrate down in Balkanard.
Really?
Yeah, he actually helped us out of a bind, funnily enough, because we hate his guts. But he's asked us. Well, you know what? I'm not. Maybe by telling you this, it could implicate you even. So I won't go too much into detail. But he's given us an item that an item that I would like, with Josiah's permission, that I would like to get you to have a look at. Now, the thing about this item is you may be able, the owner of the item may be able to see and hear from it. We're not sure. Definitely see, or we can assume see and hear from it. So just in the act of investigating could be dangerous. We have it hidden here in this bag, so it can't. Well, we assume it can't be utilized. But we're asked to place it somewhere sensitive, and we were wondering if you've ever seen. If I describe it to you, have I seen this gem? I haven't, have I?
No one's seen it.
I haven't seen it.
What if
Josiah,
we,
could you?
what
It's
if we all put hoods on? Then like if someone's looked at it, they'll just see a bunch of hooded figures.
it's a small black orb, kind of onyxy, about the size of a marble or a ball bearing.
I see. Well, I could imagine that these types of things can come in different shapes and sizes, so the appearance itself tells us little.
Do you know of any spying stones?
Well, there
Anything
are
used for surveillance?
Yes, of course. This sort of thing is quite the sort of thing the Barakyle envoy excel at.
I guess my question to it, is there any way that we can fake what it sees?
Besides putting on a play. No, you have it inside the which bag, did you say? On the bag?
Yep. That is another item that Josiah has in his possession, but we came across some Daughters of Twilight.
What? This looks like a
Dead.
bag of holding. It's very
Is that what they call
old.
it? Is that what they
Yes.
call it? Right. Well, we and that's another thing I needed to mention to you.
You only have one of these, I hope.
Just the one.
Yes,
Just the
you
one.
know, if you do not put another one of these inside this.
I was actually curious what would happen.
Terrible things.
Well, we haven't, thankfully.
Good.
However, there is something in there that we would like you to take a look at.
Yes.
Do I have the permission of the group to, like, I look around at the guys to see what they're thinking of?
Which thing are you talking about?
Yeah.
The emergency box.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Okay, so I asked Josiah, can you bring out the box?
Box to be used in case of emergencies.
That's
Don't
the
open
box.
it, obviously, but yes.
We found this with some very, very long dead Daughters of Twilight in a crevasse, frozen over. I got this pretty ring too.
You took the ring from the
it-
Daughters of Twilight.
I did. I mean, I'll return it if they want it, but you know,
Sure, they will.
I'm using it to pretty good effect.
I see.
Keeps me out of dying anyway.
Why do I feel
Um,
like we're just going to make enemies of the daughters when we meet them?
We won't. No, we'll give them stuff, I suppose. Anyway, so we've got this.
So you take out the box, do you?
We take out the box, yeah, and we present it to Bellerin.
He kind of takes a deep, sharp breath as he looks at it. Behold.
The box of holding.
He says, I should be very careful with that. I think you should.
Well, that's why we
return
didn't open it.
this to the Daughters of Twilight if I were you.
That's what I wanted to know.
What is it, Bellerin?
Mm,
So it's opening.
very old.
Is opening it good or bad? Because I had a moment where I wanted to open it a little while ago because it said in case of
we did.
emergencies.
We
we're in
did
trouble.
nearly die. Yeah.
Couple
One
times.
cannot be certain what is
Couple
inside it.
times.
There is no certainty, but there are some very dire warnings on it.
So could
Have we tried
potentially
shaking it?
you hear
Maybe
it.
just-
Ow!
It's like
Open it a little. Have a peek in.
I shouldn't think
Okay.
that would be a good idea.
right.
Okay.
I think this is
Alright,
very
well.
much a thing that is sealed shut, and upon opening it, one's fate is then similarly sealed.
Hmm.
All right.
Mm.
And also, the Drow are planning an incursion.
What?
Yep. Drow are planning an incursion.
Where?
That's actually why we're back in Vaingate, near Balkanard. There's a big it's a big cave. We
Goodness,
killed some ogres and some
you've been
goblins and a couple of Drow actually.
Busy, haven't you? Very busy.
Oh, yeah.
Very busy. Do you have anything else for me?
I want you to
items,
help me,
artifacts, anything I can sell?
Well, I've got these two scimitars here, but I'd rather keep them. If you can help me, understand what they are and what
You
they
want to
do.
attune to these weapons.
I'm having real difficulty.
Hmm.
Here you go. Boop, boop.
He looks at one of them and he then sort of goes over the other one. These blades, they're Shadakai.
Oh, and I got this wand as well. I hand him the wand.
Now who's the pack mule? Man, it seemed like I carried a shitload of stuff.
Hank, they will want these things back.
Who?
The Shadakai.
Do they need to have them back? I mean, how do you give something back to the Shadakai?
We're not.
They
I-
are
I
smack
him.
relentless, Hank. They're relentless. They will find you and take them.
Even if I wanted to give them back, it's not like I can.
Do you know who
Walk
they
up to them.
are?
I've heard that they're not very nice.
Here's the
They're
thing that
servants of the Raven Queen.
Raven Queen is the goddess of death.
Yes.
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
if they send agents to try to take their magic stuff back, those agents have to have magic stuff to beat the magic stuff. So progressively, we can just keep beating the agents, get more magic stuff from them.
And when you think
there's
about
that.
it,
Well, that's
When-
assuming
when-
that you think that you can use their magic stuff better than they can use their magic stuff.
yeah, but I mean, when somebody's like, "Oh, they're servants of the Raven Queen," like we walk around with a servant of Moradin, you don't hear us bragging about it.
Well,
doesn't-
yeah, good
that doesn't
point
point.
too.
It doesn't infinitely make us better than other people.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You should tell that to them.
Anyway, can you help me understand these scimitars better? Look, if I come across some Shadakai, I'll offer it to them instead of killing me. But you know, I'd like to be able to try and use them if I can. Better than this piece of crap that I've got. I pull out my rapier, this fence rather. Sorry, my bit of fence with a bit of
I was never
roughly
sure
hewn wood
why
on it.
you took that to begin with.
Well, I had to have something.
Why don't you buy a sword, for God's sake?
This one's sharper and pointier. Swords are so all over the place.
Practical. I say it. I touch mine.
It's not my style.
Try getting that through some armor. It's a bit more difficult. But anyway, I wouldn't know. I'm a wizard. Very well. I will help you with your weapons to attune to them if you can. We shall see.
All right. All right.
As for the object in the bag, are you going to show me this eye?
Is it safe?
I'm not sure if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Do you want to see it? You could run the risk of the ire of.
Do we need Look, do we need to
Barakyle
know?
mages.
Do we need to know what it is?
We know what
We have
it does.
we have the choices. We can either do what we're told to do, not do what we're told to
What were
do.
you told to do?
planted in the Queen's throne room?
Josiah, you know,
I'm just an
Uh,
honest guy. I mean, look,
I was trying to I was trying to keep Ballarin safe,
about-
man. But that's
how
cool.
about
Yeah,
how about
that's all right.
this? How about this? We plant it in the room, and then we stage some kind of situation in which it gets taken out of the room that doesn't involve us.
I don't see what we
There's
entertaining as a idea
n-
at all.
There's merit in that though. Actually, I don't mind that. But
Mm.
now that Ballarin knows, I'd show him the eye.
May as well show me the eye.
Mm.
Oh, keep it in the bag. Keep it in the bag. I think it's safer there.
Mm.
I do have one suggestion for you.
And what's that?
Why don't you go before the Queen, tell her that you've been told to do this before taking it out.
Oh,
Ballarin, you're fairly smart.
See, this is
we should.
Ballarin. You know? This is
Yeah, well,
Ballarin.
and we'll tell. But we should, and we should tell her who made us do it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just get him executed. I mean,
All right, well, we've got
I mean,
we've
they
got some
could-
we've got some options now.
Could cause a bit of an incident, and it'd be pretty cool to be in the middle of an incident. know.
Mm.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
explain
political
everything
incident.
to her first, right? And then
Sure.
that sounds reasonable. Thanks, Ballarin.
Ballarin, one
Voice
question.
of-
You obviously know a little bit more about this bag of holding than I do. You knew what it was called at least, and I didn't.
Oh, yes. You can see it's written around here, and then it shows you where it's written underneath the seam.
What's it written in?
Oh, some ancient Elven dialect.
Yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't have known that, Ballarin. Come on.
You know where to
No.
look. See.
All right. So, would we be right in assuming then that this eye thing, this artifact, wouldn't work while it's placed in the bag of holding?
I should
I'm
think
assuming it's some sort of a pocket dimension.
It's
that nothing
horrible
can
in there.
escape.
Have you been in there?
No, but you were pretty spooked when you came out.
Yeah, I think it's safe.
You went inside there, did you?
Yeah, they all do, right?
They always try.
It's horrible. It's a really horrible experience.
Right. So
Unsettling, I have been told.
Got lucky there. It's good.
I think the
'cause your
bag of
friends pulled
holding
you
will
out.
protect you from it. I imagine that your, what was his name? The wizard?
Michael.
Pyrex, Horatio Pyrex.
Ratio Pyrex. He writes that down.
Pyrex, yeah. You know those little jugs that we have that we measure things out in to cook?
So I don't imagine this Pyrex, he was aware of the fact that you had a bag of holding.
Nope.
No, I don't believe so. We kept what we managed to find in those caves pretty quiet, apart from the wands. Did I show you the wand?
No.
Oh yeah, have a look at this wand. We gave we sold the other one to another mage, so that
More
we could.
Shadakai.
Yeah, there's lots of Shadakai stuff.
So we told
out
you
there.
there was a portal.
The Shadakai are very uncommon here. They've not been seen for thousands of years, Hank.
You might be seeing a bit more of them soon.
Mm.
Question for you
Mm.
then, Ballarin. Now, is it another plane that these are intruding from, or is it a land somewhere?
Here's
on-
another plane. The Shadowfell.
Okay.
Oh, Shadowfell.
Mm.
So, yeah, there was a portal to what I can assume now is the Shadowfell, very close to Balkanard.
I see.
And there,
This portal, tell me more of this portal.
they hinted. Well, we ran into a lovely drow woman. And she intimated
Lovely
that
traveling, eh?
beyond the portal, older,
Mm.
um,
But not your
may-
type, Hank.
not my type, maybe yours. But
Oh, sorry. She looked crusty.
she
Crusty.
intimated that beyond the portal was the doom, either of Balkanard or mankind in general. Not sure, but it's probably worth us getting to the Queen to ask for some help in that region.
Something I noticed as well was when they walked through the portal, all the goblinoids around that didn't like it, they all flinched and shuddered.
Oh,
Something about it was unpleasant to be around.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What did the portal look like?
like blackness, like a black mirror.
Didn't you say it was giant?
The actual structure was giant.
Yeah,
Mm.
It was like they
two
borrowed
pillars.
it.
Just two pillars.
It was an archway.
Yeah,
Mm.
and then in the
Huge.
middle of it, just a void, like still water. And as it moved,
Anything particular about it though? There was any specifics that you can recall?
What did
There
the
was a
inside look
pull.
like?
There was a
Josiah?
pull.
Yeah,
Was
what did
there-
the actual inside of the archway look like?
What did the archway look like? Was there any inscriptions?
not that we
No,
could
there
read.
were.
Mm.
No,
Yeah,
Runes,
we didn't-
giant
we didn't-
runes.
Tricky Bob noticed them, I think,
Giant
but none of
runes,
us
you
can
say?
read giant runes.
Mm.
Nothing any of us could read, but there were inscriptions.
Anything you can remember?
The search your memory.
I don't know. I'd have to do a check. No, I myself can't remember anything.
It made a humming sound as well. It was
Ah,
woo, woo, woo. And the funny thing about it was that once I heard that, I remembered something from our trip to Greymore that I'd forgotten, of a very similar structure that emitted the same noise,
What?
except this wasn't a gate, it was just a pillar.
So what happened in Greymore?
Well, we fought some werewolves.
Oh.
It wasn't really a big thing.
we didn't even tell you about Greymore. Far out. Yeah, there's werewolves. Yeah, there's this whole big thing. The priest of Greymore was like a werewolf, and he was killing people. And,
Turned out to be some underground tunnels, some
yeah,
ancient
underneath a
tombs.
shrine. Yeah,
What an
there was a
adventure
shrine.
that you have had, Hank and company.
And buddies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Hank and
Well,
Co.
Hank and
Come
Co
back,
is
come
gonna
back behind. I'll lock the door. It locks up. We shall have tea. It
Oh, I
takes
love
you into a room
tea.
behind the apothecary shop, and there's like a greenhouse with plants growing everywhere and what have you, as well as a sort of library built into the greenhouse.
A nice herbal tincture.
Yes.
Bellerin, come on. Like, where's the ales at? You know,
Well,
you and me both.
ales to do.
fuck.
I can organize that.
Come home to my dear sweet Bellerin, who is famous for his love of ales, and I also have a love of ales, and all I get is this tea. What's
Trying to lay
Tea.
off the ale. I've been told it's what's giving me the gout.
blessed be gout?
I'm seeing
Well-
someone about it.
Do you want me to have a look at your
theoretically,
gout?
well,
If you
yeah,
think
we've
you
got
can
a
heal it.
cleric here.
I will also cast my list restoration.
You heal his gout completely
Yay.
and forever.
Yay.
Did we have any
Somehow-
booze on the wagon?
Give us some dragon's breath.
And then you go out
No.
and go on a big pub crawl and
Yeah, no, I don't want any of
This
that
time
dragon's
tomorrow, the
breath stuff.
gout's back again.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So that might be a good place to leave it then.
Yeah.
Start hitting
Yeah.
the source with old Bellerin.
All right.
And
So
then we
you
can
guys
decide what we're doing next
eat,
time.
drink, and celebrate with Balor. He puts you up for the night if you wish.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't have a lot of room.
We'll crash in one room.
I mean,
Oh.
we'll probably drink into a stupor anyway, right? Apart from
Yeah.
Tricky because she's on the wagon.
All right. All right. Very good. Okay. And we shall leave it there. Thank you. guys.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Hope you had fun.
As
Oh, of
always-
course.
No
Yeah,
fights,
the
I'm
courtroom
sorry.
drama was fantastic.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
that was
Good
unexpected
stuff.
as well.
Yeah.
I really thought that
Surprised
we were going to get
myself.
away with that. Yeah.
Mm.
I thought we were going to be. I thought it was going to be some like hijinks of hot pursuit and
Law and order.
You can't
Ballarat.
handle the truth.
Right.
yeah.
I think
It was not me. It was the man with one arm.
We held ourselves back enough. It was good.
Yeah, no, I thought you defended yourselves well, even though you were trying to use a court system that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Ahead of our time.
Yeah, excellent.
I
I'll see you on. Yep.
Oh no, I was going to say something to Hank, but I'll say it in chat.
Alrighty. I'll
Yeah.
see you
Check me
guys
out.
on Discord.
All
Yes,
Have a good
Discord,
night.
night.
and
In
then
a
next
week.
Tuesday. Oh, Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and always open for that extra game if you want to have one.
Oh yeah,
anytime.
maybe,
know,
maybe.
just saying.
Oh, yes, please. All right, cool.
Dangle.
Yeah. Give us the dangle. We'll talk about it in chat.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Mm.
See you
Cool.
later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.